got you. I stopped.
Now you can go.
All right, we started off
Shit.
last session. Finish up talking to. Oh, Ed. Sorry, the butler of the lady from the crime syndicate came and addressed us after killing the assassin of the Diamond Guard, the Black Diamond Guard.
Named Marlea Tux.
Marlea Tux, yep. And he said that... What's the lady of the crime syndicate?
Mirabeth.
Maribeth had...
Or Miss Carlisle to you. But
well, Carlisle. I'm just going to call her Carlisle.
I
Carlisle.
just always remember as Mirabelle.
Yeah, Carlisle requested a audience with us, and if we refused, we were going to become enemies with her. So, and there was no doubt in our minds that she was going to go with the Black Diamond Guard, or go with Dagathoth. So we took it up for a debate and kind of talked about it a little bit, and got voted to go talk to her. Convinced her that we are a good betting. We are the odds may not look like they're in our favor, but they are. Yeah.
as she has always said, she never bets on losing dogs. She's always going to side with whoever she thinks the winner is. But anyway, continue.
Yep. Your boy rolled really good on persuasion checks last game, and any kind of
Extremely
conversation
good.
check. So I'll probably be horrible at the battle. I don't know. I might roll like shit. Who knows? So we end up getting her on our side, and who knows? It might be a curse, might be a blessing. Then we decided to go. Oh, sorry. The information that she told us, please, Gavin.
So, this is what you got from her. As you pointed out, it's a lot. The Black Diamond Empire knows of the existence of the Well of Worlds and is aware of the fact that it's in a city known as Veldra Kaimon. She doesn't believe they've quite located it yet, but they know of its existence. They are also aware of Neston's heritage as the soul of the old king, and in order to sow political discontent, would be fully willing to leak that information to High King Vinyaris of Falthansia. Again, so they also seek to unite the fragments of Zeb-Nalakor. They're aware of him, and for those of you who don't know who Zeb-Nalakor is or have forgotten, he is Chaos incarnate. He is the essentially chaotic neutral given physical form. He's one of the primordial aspects of existence, and yeah. So they also possess a weapon located on the Harbinger, which is the name of their ship. This weapon could harness the energy of the Well of Worlds and annihilate any life they deem fit. It's called the Crixanthem. The weapon is called that, and was actually invented by Fulgur Mortis. He may or may not have ironically named it that way, as a namesake to an old nemesis of his, Harold. Anyway, so they also, let's see. Trying to skim through the important stuff. They also believe that Fulgur Mortis sort of hides his power. He holds back even more than the rest of them. Marlea Tux seemed to believe that Fulgur Mortis was actually the strongest, despite the fact that Ajia Raija is their leader, and she herself believes that she is. Really, just when it comes to either of those two, be extra wary, because they're both incredibly powerful. Let's see. But the information that was interesting is that she actually knows that for some reason or another, Fulgur Mortis fears Earfrieg, his white half-dragon brother. As far as his reason for why, you don't know. But if he were to have some kind of weakness that could be exploited, perhaps there is something hidden within there that might explain it.
So all I'm hearing is we need a Molly. And we need a buffed Molly is what I'm hearing.
Let's go.
Also,
She's got a brimstone box. She can go into God mode.
Yeah.
also, speaking of Molly, an old nemesis of hers has resurfaced.
Yeah.
Molly, as for those of you that didn't know, or that didn't remember, I should say, because it's been a while since it's been mentioned, but
Yeah.
she used to be part of a tribe, essentially, of wanderers. And they were all wiped out, aside from her being the sole survivor, by a massive red dragon with one eye and holes in the webbing of its wing. I assume just like characters from The Princess Bride, you've never forgotten that dragon's face.
No, yeah, no.
He's resurfaced and is believed to currently be in the service of Invarnero, which is basically the second in command of the entire army of the Black Diamond Empire. You have met once before, an immensely powerful red dragon. And in case you wanted a ranking, he would be the fourth most powerful mortal in the multiverse. Invarnero would be. So that's what you got from her. So anyway, if you had more after that,
Well,
Nick,
so found
go
out
ahead.
where Raven is.
Oh yes, we did.
They also did that.
She is currently being possessed by a part of Zibnalikor. For his location, can you remind me of that, Gavin?
You know what? I'll make it an inspiration point.
Okay, there you go.
Can anybody remember where he said that Raven's body is?
I wrote scribbly, circle, circle.
You wrote scribbly, circle, circle.
It's in my notes, so I mean, it's gotta be right.
Let me check my notes.
Point of inspiration, because I don't remember.
Man.
Cretaxis
like it.
would be the closest city to their current location. And the reason why that would also be helpful for you is because Oh, you kind of cut out there for a second. Cretaxis. So it would be the closest city to her location. Exactly in relation to that city, you don't really know. But that would also be a decent place for you to visit too, because the Dragon King is actually located on top of the mountain that city resides in.
Hey, Gavin, I'm going to pause the recap here for a second just to get some clarification on this whole Zibnalikor situation. And if we don't know, we don't know. But they're gathering all the parts of Zibnalikor, but when we... because I tried to banish the thing that came out there, and I couldn't do it because afterward then he basically spread out and went into a whole bunch of different people, spreading out against, just hundreds of people. So are they, extracting the parts of him out of everyone?
Well, they're not necessarily in people. They could be, but it doesn't necessarily mean all of them are. Zibnalikor is just essentially he can split himself at will. It weakens him,
Right.
but every piece of him it basically is part of a hive mind.
Okay, is this his soul being split?
Yes and no. The concept of a soul doesn't really exist for Zibnalikor. He just is what he is.
Okay, so my question is, could I trap the part of Zibnalikor that's in Raven in a soul token?
Maybe. Be something worth exploring.
Alright.
Hell
I was hoping
yeah.
for a quick answer on that one, but that sounds like we're going to get more
Just like
depth
the
on it.
longest recap.
Yeah. Keep trucking, my man.
Oh god.
Okay, so
There's a lot to
after
cover in this recap. So that's, yeah.
so there's been a decided factor where we were having a double agent with her going into the diamond or going into Dargathos infiltrate and side, hopefully not being a double agent in there, and we're kind of trusting her right now. But
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust her?
it's about a 5. It's about a 50-50 chance.
Oh,
It's
I'm
about a
surprised
coin
it's
flip.
that high. Okay.
It's a little. It might be a little less than that. I might have an idea that might help us out with that one. Um, and then after meeting with her, we decide we're gonna go see the Pirate King. Get there, we kind of get guns pointed at us, but your boys on one that night and convinced them to take us to the Pirate King. We ended up talking to the Pirate King, and while we were there, Crixus found another one of his people. What race are you, Crixus?
Lee.
Lee,
He's
what race are you?
he's a
Vidalcan. Vidalcan, yeah. So found another Vidalcan,
Yeah,
which is very
whose name I've
surprising.
actually changed because I realized that I never changed her name after Lucas made his wish. So I've since changed her name since last session.
Okay, what's her name now?
Nissa.
That's,
Okay.
First wasn't bad. At least it was
So
only.
we're gonna retcon that. We met
Yeah.
Melissa. So
I totally
talking-
forgot to change her name. So
while talking to the Pirate King, he tried to say that he wasn't able to join the war, didn't want to join the war because if he did, it would bring attention to him, and he doesn't want the outside world coming to his kingdom. Understandable, but Bond had planned other plans, and he was but charmed by him, so he kind of sided with us and
he was
said,
butt charmed.
I don't know. He just likes. He thinks Bond's very charismatic. Yeah.
I mean, the Pirate
And-
King was a little flamboyant, so you never know.
I'm not talking that kind of charm. He just thinks Bond's an upstanding guy. Anyways, onwards. So he wants to test our metal against one of the Devastation centipedes. So it's really a win-win for us. We have to go kill this
Scorpion.
thing anyways. Or Scorpion. That's right. We already killed the centipede. We had to go kill. We gotta really go track down this thing and kill it anyways. Because that's another thing that Dargathoth is trying to obtain is the Devastation beasts.
I mean, could
So-
you imagine if like all 6 of them were all like stampeding around at the same time? That'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, that would be, or like somehow transformed into a transformer. That would be bad too.
Go Power Rangers!
Yeah, exactly. So, we end up. So that's what we're kind of on next. Is going to go kill this, scorpion.
I'm just gonna have like the final one, which is the Devastation Beetle, and that's just gonna be like a Megazord style like mech fight.
Sure.
So
But yeah, so that's where.
are we talking now?
Yes, the floor is yours now.
Hey, just this is Lucas addressing the group here. So we've already dealt with one of these things. What do we remember when we fought this thing? Because it's like a divine being.
And
So-
you would know that a lot of them, there's commonalities between just all of the beasts of devastation. As far as
Well,
what they
thank
are,
you,
you don't
Lucas.
know.
Thank you,
Why?
DM,
Why?
that just came in and spoke to Lucas directly.
I'm just reminding you. I'm
Message.
just reminding you that that's the case. It's a thing
Why?
I've said before that I'm reminding. So
Why?
sorry.
Thank you, Lucas. I'm glad you said something because I actually have a book on the devastation, the 6 devastation, creatures.
Oh yeah. Well, then what's it say about the scorpion?
Yes,
We,
let me
we know
flip
it's
to
got
that page.
fire and poison. Like we found that out already.
I flipped to the page for the devastation, scorpion.
All right. So let me pull up some notes because I don't just remember these things. So he is the name that was given to him a long time ago is Parthog. So Parthog is devastation. The devastation scorpion is a title, right? But its actual name is Parthog, just like the devastation centipede's name was Yogg-Terra. If you need me to spell that, I can type it in. Let's see, what is his-
Okay, I'm thinking Pogs.
Look, idea. This is what
It's
this is
part hog.
Naruto,
I got
and
you.
it's look what this is Naruto, and there's each one's got a tail, and we have to learn their names to befriend them to bring them to our side. I've cracked the code.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a DM that's never watched Naruto, so I wouldn't hold your breath on that one.
Yeah, I know you haven't
So,
watched Naruto.
anyway.
Yeah, you're getting judged for that. Not watching Naruto.
But I have watched over 1,100 episodes of One Piece, so
That's not impressive. Sorry.
And yet, you didn't catch what was on the new poster this week.
oh, I didn't analyze it, but I will. Anyway, so back to the topic at hand. So Parthog is the third strongest of the Devastation beasts, after the spider and the beetle, or scarab. Beetle, scarab, it goes interchangeably back and forth. But essentially, yeah, he represents magma. Essentially, he would be immune to all fire, so don't even try. He has the ability to spew liquid magma out of his body. On top of that, he, while not necessarily able to fly per se, he can eject heat in his general vicinity in a way that allows him to essentially lift off the ground for a limited amount of time.
Yeah,
Basically an
thrusters?
assisted jump. Essentially, yes, he can use fire to jump really, really high. So can't fly per se, but if anything, it might even be a little bit worse than if he was able to fly. On top of that, he can emit a large beam that of fire. Yep. Those who are usually hit by it are not doing very well. You might not want to be reduced to 0 HP with it. I'll put it that way.
So
Can I just assume that because the last guy had like true sight because it was like a divine creature, would it be a safe assumption this guy's also got some form of true sight?
You do know that the creature is blind, but its other senses are heavily enhanced.
no blind sight.
Yes.
Of a excessive magnitude. Puts Daredevil to shame.
Alright.
Super blind sight.
Extra blind sight. Okay.
Super blind sight maximum.
All the sight.
Oh, and aside from that, like all of the Devastation beasts, it does have a reflective carapace, so you would want to keep that in mind.
Shiny.
Reflective carapace.
There's a
Yep,
shiny
just like
fire-breathing laser chicken that's blind.
Just like
Yeah.
just like Tarask, just like Yogg-Terra, just like the Devastation
So-
Snail, it's got
No Eldritch Blasts against this guy.
or do. I mean,
DM's like, please.
Alright. So I'm gonna tell
You
you
won't.
now, it sounds like we might need to really pack up some of the fire resistance. I don't have a ton of that. All I've got is a couple applications of Marusa Balm, which is not as good as a potion of fire resistance. Like, it takes a full minute to put it on. So, at the end of last session, I did mention about going out and like trying to get some alchemical supplies, but you know, I'll do that after we get done with this discussion.
so essentially where you are right now, within this kingdom, is you're in a small little, I say town, but you got to consider half of the landmass of the usable landmass. I can't even say landmass because that's even inaccurate. Half of the usable territory of this kingdom, if you can even call it that, is just ships connected together by bridges.
Well,
They have islands that they're based around, but you're on a collection of ships right now,
We can-
essentially.
We can check this out, but remind me if I'm right. It was like we had 3 days until this thing's going to resurface. Was
Yeah,
that?
and I mean, and by that point, the day before, they start dismooring the ships from the islands, and the entire kingdom disperses just for the main landmass to essentially get destroyed and they have to rebuild all over again.
I mean, I've got spell slots today, like, and I'm a planeswalker. So if anybody wants to go interdimensional shopping, like, I'm the guy.
Whatever you want to do to prepare.
Well, I'm gonna let everybody kind of
right
figure
now-
out what it is that they want to do here, but that's
Right now, you're in a town called Flintspine. That's just some small islands and some ships that you can walk back and forth between. There might be
Wait.
some shops around.
Yeah, didn't you say there was going to be some shops here, but you didn't have it ready last time?
Yeah, but it's ready now.
Okay. Well, while we're walking to those shops, my character was not around for the previous big fight with the Devastation Beast. So
catch you up.
I want to. So in character, I want to kind of address this to like Lucas and Vaughn that seem to know more about it, and we're talking about the new one, the Scorpion, and just say, "Hey guys, what happened when you killed the last Devastation Beast? Fill me in."
Well, when we killed it, I mean, nothing, crazy. There's a lot of other things that were also happening at the same time. Like, we were also dealing with Vecna, which, I kind of shut him down with my magic, because I'm more powerful than Vecna. Who knew?
About this time that you're having this conversation,
Yeah.
you notice a volcano in the background starts spewing out just a little bit of magma. It's not a huge eruption, but these things create environmental differences in the area whenever they're active.
Now, I will say the last guy we dealt with was way underwater, and it seemed to be very water-heavy themed. This one's fire, so maybe they're pretty reflective of the elements. But
So it's not like there's going to be any natives that will be pissed off at us killing this creature. Then
I mean, the only natives are
No.
the pirate folks that I'm aware of. The last one that was in a temple, and they had a
They
whole
thought
shrine
there's-
to them, but
Yeah.
they also didn't really have a full understanding of what it was.
These people want this thing killed because it keeps on destroying their land.
okay, just making sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Nothing like crazy happened after we killed the centipede, right? Like, it didn't some big thing was unlocked or nothing. And I'm more tied up with the whole I fought over a vessel with Vecna to cast a wish spell that resurrected some folks, and then we
Yeah,
shut
the
that
only
down.
crazy thing that happened was because it had what's her name with the Devastation Centipede, and we had to basically kind of fight off Vecna, and we still have the hand and eye of Vecna.
And the girl that was the
still got that
vessel,
shit.
we brought her back. So
That's right. That's right. Yeah, she's an ally now. Look at that.
and
I'd
then
have to scroll back up to
And then
remember
there's
her
also
name.
the Dragonoid girl that was also there that told us about all the other folks there. I don't know what happened to her. We've met a lot of people.
There's a lot of. Yeah.
So Meliana is the name of the one who you're an
That's
ally
right.
with now.
Yeah,
That's right. But
Then
she's still at the witches area, and they're deciding to do what they want to do with her.
No, you're thinking of Bumash. Bumash was the other one that
Oh,
turned
that's
around.
right.
Meliana,
Archer.
I
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on with Meliana.
Yeah, we're just,
We're just resurrecting people, saving people, making allies, and they'll come back around in the end
Yeah.
game or something. I don't know.
we're just out here doing stuff,
So, for an inspiration, this actually, I meant to ask this when you were done with the recap. What was Lady Mirabeth's butler's name?
Oh, I know that one. I got that one ready to go. Yeah, it's checkmark XX squared. No, it's actually Ernesto.
There you go. You can add an
He's
inspiration.
a well-dressed tiefling.
So, I'll make this one because I know nobody's going to get it. For 2 points of inspiration, what was the name of the black half dragon that you met after you killed the Devastation Centipede?
a while ago. The bitch was from she was from the other world that got destroyed by the Black Diamond Guard, correct? Or am I thinking of another chick?
Well, you don't know whether it necessarily got destroyed or not, but yes, she is from another world.
That's right. Fuck, I don't remember her name. That was before Lucas made his wish, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh yeah, so
So it's probably
it's
like-
all out there. know
Yeah,
what it
it's
knows.
out there, bro. It's
Darlitha.
she's probably- I can do
I
that.
did not have that.
All right.
Darly.
All right. Well, what do you want to do? You want to check out the shops around town here, see if we find anything of interest, and if we don't, then I can bamf us out to some places where I can make some stuff. I got everything to make some potions of fire resistance, except for like the main component, which is crushed up red dragon scales. I'm clean out of that.
So we hunt down crushed up red dragon scales first after we shop here.
Let's get it.
So I need where is it here? Some more snake venom. I've got some snake venom, but not a ton to make it potions for everybody. And then oat oil, which I've got plenty of. The main thing is just the crushed up red dragon scales.
Okay. Well, there's a couple shops around the area, and you would be able to find them relatively easily. You'd have to go pretty far to get to ones other than this, but you've got resources if you want to, bamf around and stuff to like go to other cities and things.
I'm just
So,
curious what this town has. I mean, we can just kind of peruse this place before we, bamf around. Like, what's a hot spot here in a pirate town?
You see one particular building that basically a cottage built inside of an oversized artificial skull. It's called Flint Spine Provisions. That seems to be like the main store, and that would have like magic items and stuff like that. And then you see this other building. It is also, the entire building is just skull shaped. It's jet black, and there's like red paint dripping out of the eyes of this skull. And it's called Larry's Very Scary Apothecary.
Yeah, we should go in there.
I mean, it's an apothecary. I can't not go to this.
Right? Also, it's punny. So we have to go in there.
I vote Larry's scary,
Punny!
very scary apothecary.
Let's go to apothecary.
Is that actually its name? Very scary
That's-
apothecary.
That's actually its name. Larry's Very Scary Apothecary.
Larry's
Yeah,
very-
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Lucas has ever been to an actual apothecary in all the towns we've been to. So I'm actually kind of intrigued and excited.
I mean, in a fantasy world, apothecary and potion shop are essentially interchangeable.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we've never been to we've been to places that have potions, but I don't think we've ever been to like a full blown
Right.
well-out
Yeah,
potion shop.
I get what you're saying. Okay. Well, yeah. It's the building is so jet black that it's genuinely hard to find the door. But after feeling around for a little bit, you're able to find the door and push your way through. So-
Hello.
As you enter, for starters, when you open the door, bats fly out of the inside of this place.
You are
Um,
positively vibrating with excitement.
I'm
aren't you,
I'm
Lucas?
digging this more and more. Like, all right, let's
He's
go.
just like, ooh! It's
I'm fully
exciting."
committed
So-
to this bit, guys. Let's go.
So as you walk in, you see that despite the fact that they have electricity, it's lit by solely torchlight. That's it.
As it should be.
Just torches on the wall, a big brazier in the middle of the room, some self-stirring pots that seem to be like either mounted to the wall or back behind the counter or up on cabinets. He's got way too many cauldrons. Why does he need 37 cauldrons in this place? But he has it. And then you see Larry. So what you see is an upper middle-aged man, dressed way differently than you would expect from an upper middle-aged man. He looked to be like he's probably about 57 or so. Starting to look a little wrinkly in the face, but his hair is jet black. And picture the gothiest of the gothiest haircuts you've ever seen in your life. He's got the double bangs going down to his chin, shaved on the side of his head, short hair, black eyeliner that was applied way too thick.
Oh, he's
um,
so mean.
He seems to be wearing lipstick. He's got like the fishnet gloves going all the way up. He's wearing like a black trench coat. that is a lot longer than it should be, so it literally like leaves a trail behind itself on the ground.
Oh,
He
he's
is
full
not-
90s Matrix kid. All right, let's do it.
He is not wearing a shirt underneath this, and he is not in good shape either. He's like really skinny, really scrawny, but he is not wearing a shirt underneath this trench coat.
So we're talking about like comic book store owner.
Kind of. And aside from that, he also just has a pair of skin-tight leather pants that,
Yeah, definitely 90s.
well, it's skin-tight leather pants, and boots that go up to like his knees.
Oh boy. That's hot, right, honey? Never mind. You didn't hear
Platform
it.
boots.
An evening's tranquil to you, my friend.
Platform.
He turns to you and he just... No, he turns like this. He goes... Flicks his hair when he turns his head. Well, hello. It's good to meet you. I'm Larry. Welcome to my shop.
He looks
What can I do
slippery.
for you?
He looks very slippery.
I have quite an inventory. I have quite an inventory here today of things that will surely dazzle and beguile the senses.
I'm
The
all
greatest
for
inventory
being
of
bedazzled
potions.
and beguiled. Yes to all of this.
Anand's gonna go over there, just kind of whip his hair real hard in front of him. Brother, do you have any like potions that can like help me with my feels?
Maybe if you want to feel everything all the time at the same time forever, I'd
Oh my
recommend
God.
this. He goes
Okay.
back. He goes back to his counter and reaches under and literally pulls out like a 12-pack of with like the plastic things that like hold them all together or whatever of like metal tins, and across this looks like canned beverages, and it just has one word across each of the cans, and the word actually 1, 2, 3.
Does it say Everclear?
5 words, and it says, "I'm fast as fuck, boy."
Yes. Oh, I definitely need some of that. Definitely.
I don't know what it says. I'm gonna have to have it.
I will share the item with you now.
Oh, please do. Oh, that's it. Ancient elixir that naturally imbues itself with carbon gas.
What just happened?
Oh, it's here.
Oh wait, why did it go?
disappeared.
Oh, what? Hold on.
Oh yeah. I'm like, ah!
It was so fast.
It disappeared from our page too.
There it is. Okay, here we go.
It's Kirk's back to the floor, and your movement speed shortly increases.
There we go.
Every time you drink one, you make a con saving throw. This is great. Holy.
Unfortunately, we do not use our
You
names.
died. Jesus. Real total less an hour.
Well, do not require sleep for 6 days.
At the end of the 6 days, you gain 3 levels of exhaustion.
They do not give you wings.
That's so dumb. That is so ridiculous. If Molly
like-
does not drink this,
I like the
That would
size
be
of her
epic.
thumb. She's just like, why do I...
You see him sitting behind the counter as you're doing this, and he as he's just watching you, even though the fact that he's like really scrawny, it looks weird. He sits down and just, with almost like a Napoleon Dynamite expression on his face, he reaches down and grabs this like little blue dumbbell that's like glowing, and he's just like doing dumbbell curls as he sits down as he's watching
It's
you
like a
guys.
2-pound dumbbell.
And actually, this dumbbell has like a magical glow to it as well.
can Anon start doing the dance that I just posted in general? I just want to see if he reacts to it.
Yes. He joins in. He does it too.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
So I'm actually
if
got
we were
another
to go-
item to share too.
Please
Hold
do.
on.
Swoliness? What I do not.
It hates you, literally.
Dumbbell of epic swoliness. Oh no.
Dude.
It's a
Touch
dumbbell.
that
It
shit
won't.
the whole time.
It hates
Look
you.
at it, bro. Tempo loses his magic, but we're greens. It is such a lame.
Somebody strips the score increased by 2 as your max. It talks magic the whole time you're lifting it, bro. It loses its magic but regains it in the century flame. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Can I get that?
As long as you buy it from him within the next 6 days.
I was gonna say a wizard that doesn't have a -1 modifier to his strength is actually not a bad deal.
You feel free to use either of these items how you want. I'll also
much
go
does it
ahead and
cost?
just share the inventory for this shop too, because I haven't
Please.
done that yet.
I was gonna say, how much does it cost? Oh, I'm not packing the cash like I thought I was. What happened to all my super gold?
Oh, he's got Magitoad.
Or did we get like paid recently and I just didn't include it?
Um,
I have a total of 5K.
Coital recovery. I don't want to know
That's for
what. I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what that is.
Completion your start full.
Coital recovery.
I was like, I don't want to know what that is. What is that?
When
Like
you engage
Gatorade?
in extracurricular activities, you have
Yeah,
advantage,
power bar?
advantage on all con saving throws. Additionally, upon its completion, you are restored to full health.
And it's-
Nice.
Is it? It's a Gatorade, a power bar, and a cigarette. Like, what is that?
That is awesome. That's a holy combination. Right there.
Jesus.
The fact that you get fully restored health after completion, nice.
gets a whole new meaning to taking a short rest.
Indeed.
Hey,
Indeed.
Okay,
For
so
the potion
this-
of coitus, does that have to require a partner, or because that could be a solo act?
Can't be a
doesn't
solo
mention-
Hey,
act.
you're not.
Can I just chug
so
it?
it fully restores. Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, if like you got a rocket in your pocket and you just knock it out, like, do I just go back into full health?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if we're mid combat and I can bang it out in 30 seconds, can I get HP? That would be.
I mean,
epic.
as long as you have a partner.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna quicken
does
cast
it
my
have to be a
spells, and then my
willing
action
partner?
is just going
Yes.
get myself,
Oh,
Stop it.
like I can't just summon familiar.
I mean,
No, you can't just erect.
Mage Hand!
you'd
Twin
have
cast
to.
Mage Hand!
You'd have to figure that out
Yes.
after the fact, but maybe it can't be a solo act, you know? I mean, that's typically what it means when you say extracurricular activities.
What's the magic?
Like we're gonna have to summon Bigby's hand to be epic.
I'm just imagining like halfway through a dungeon, it being like, all right, I'm at low health. Who's gonna take one for the team?
Exactly.
I was like,
Bond, get over here. Yes. Bad boy Bond.
Now, I just gotta. Does this guy have? I mean, I haven't asked him. Do you have any other items that are not necessarily potions, more like your fast as fuck boy, or swolly dumbbell?
Those are the only two like that I have. Sorry, I mean, we can always put in a special order. I can call in a favor inland.
Well, I wouldn't mind it if I'll show my Bloodwell vial. If there was some way I could find a more concentrated version of this.
He just
Yeah, no, I'll lead into him.
and you just hear him like
And-
humming like "Rip off the wings of a butterfly."
Oh, yeah, that's a good song. Love that freaking song. Oh, I hate you.
I just try to harmonize with him.
Yeah, I can make one.
Fuck yeah! What?
On this
Tell you
day,
what you're looking for
it
needs
clearly-
pretty powerful relics, and I kind of, if you could do me a favor, all right. So inside of old mountain over there, he doesn't even call it by its name, the volcano. I heard there's a phoenix. You can bring me some of that phoenix ash. You hear me? I'll make you another Bloodwell vial that's better than that one.
Deal.
Good. I'm glad we have an understanding. He reaches out to shake your hand.
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm committed to this. Let's go.
He engages in a very long handshake. You're counting down the seconds. You're now at like 20 that the handshake has been going on.
Oh no, I'm committed to this. I'm not going. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I'm gonna start trying to like double-hand it. I put my other hand on there. Like it's one of those like it's going for so long. I instead of trying to back away, no, I'm committing even harder to this.
Oh, he throws it another hand too. He takes like 2 steps closer. You can feel his breath now.
It's a mighty fine handshake you got.
I work out.
Work out.
I need him to not do that motion on
It's like
That
the
does
real
not.
trick. The real trick is in the triceps. Really helps with your grip.
I can,
Oh, bro, I really need this
tell.
dumbbell.
You
This-
lotion, don't you?
Oh, the oils. Bro, I need this dumbbell. I'm trying to get swole. Can you help me out? I'm kind of lacking on the cash, bro. Bro to bro.
Man, that's a real hard story, bro. If
Bro,
you,
I'm gonna
you got-
flex and let him watch my bicep go down. It's not supposed to do that.
he flexes too, and again, he has like no muscles. But you got anything that you think I might like with you? I mean, just look around. You see what I like here. Anything you can offer me, maybe, man?
I mean, yeah.
I can pull out some of my special black nail polish that I use to stay edgy.
He's already
Oh, I
got
can hook
plenty
you
of
up.
black nail polish. He's good on
No.
nail polish.
This is custom made Vold black nail polish. You can't get it anywhere else. It twinkles when you shine it in the light.
I want it to be so dark that that light dies when it touches it.
Oh. Does he do the Toby Maguire dance?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, in all seriousness, well, I
How
gotta
much
just
is it,
character. That'll be like 7,500 gold pieces, man.
75.
Yeah, I mean it's a rare piece. That's already like given the discounted rate because like I really like you guys. Normally I'd sell it for 10.
Lucas, did we get any money that I don't remember last time that I was not here? Because I only have 5K, and I know we've done killings since then.
I don't think like Mirabeth gave you guys any money or anything.
No, and my money pretty much goes to Bond anyway. And I think I actually have money right now.
How much is it? How much is it?
Yeah,
7,500.
I've got $6,000 on me.
Okay.
I'll
Let's
give you a
only
deal.
work
for
If you,
nine
if you
item
if you
price?
buy the dumbbell, I will sell you the drinks for only 5,000 instead of 7,500. Because again, I really like you guys. I feel like
You know
I
what,
found
fuck it. We
I feel
haven't
like I
used this
found
money.
friends in you guys.
Cool. We haven't used this money.
Like,
We haven't
great.
used this money at all, like ever. So I'm just gonna take the 5,000 out of the group gold and just pay for this. Any objections?
I didn't even know we had it, so
I was gonna say,
You have group gold?
We had
we
gold?
have group gold.
What?
Yes.
How much?
we have.
5,000.
If you guys remember, we actually have magic items of that share pockets with each other.
Yes.
Like we have these like
It's-
little
we-
bags that like all connect to each other. And
We do.
I
Yeah,
forgot
like,
about
Granted,
Yeah.
there's a limit to what you can send based on size of what you can
Yeah.
move between the bags.
Anon
but yes,
has 5 grand. That's it. That's all he has, and he wants the dumbbell just because why not?
1 second. I will.
my assumption was that Molly would use the dumbbell, but that's
Well-
up to you guys to figure out.
So just to
I mean, if
Better
she
game.
wants it.
Molly, it's not going to matter for her on the next level up. For barbarians, they automatically go. Their strength goes up to 24 at level 20.
Oh,
Okay.
really? I did not know that.
So I'm just trying to
at
get my
20th level,
strength
your strength
modifier
and
to
constitution.
10.
Oh, sorry, go. Your strength and
Oh, you're fine.
constitution scores increased by 4. Your maximum for those scores is now 24. So her strength and con will go to 24 in the next level up.
So,
Holy
hey, buddy.
shit!
Hey, buddy. You want some hard drugs? You want some hard drugs? Look, I
Straight
wouldn't.
edge, man.
I
Other
wouldn't-
than
I
this,
wouldn't
other
do
than
this-
this Magitoad stuff,
Yeah,
that I
okay,
like.
Okay. Anyways, so this is some good stuff. This was made by a person that is well renowned in the potion industry. Obviously, y'all wouldn't know him here.
You hear me,
but
man?
this-
I only got it
this
in me
is-
for the Magitoad Icker, man.
No, you're fine. This is good stuff. This is better than the Magitoad stuff. As I hand him a thing of malice, I would not take this right now. I would take it alone. But here's a thing of malice.
What the fuck are you trying to give this guy? Let me read what
Malice is like tear gas.
You're gonna get him to gas himself?
No,
He was
you do
cool.
that.
He'd do it.
You do that. I'll give you this, and you give us what we want for 1,000 or for 5,000 gold.
No,
pieces.
he is an actual apothecary still, right? Like,
Hey, this is something that Lucas made that no one else knows about. How in the hell would he know about this?
what, Malice? It's in
Malice
the
is-
DMG.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
That
it
is
was
not
Lucas thing.
a.
My bad.
Take a look at this description. If it says Brimstone Special, that is something I have made. If it
Never
doesn't,
mind. then.
that is something that it's probably well known in the apothecary biz.
Okay. never
Don't
mind.
be deceived. He is still a educated person who is an actual apothecary.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
And he's been around for a little bit, at least for a
Yeah.
human. He looks like he's almost 60 years old.
Okay. Whatever. I thought Malice was a.
Are you still giving him the Malice?
No, I'm not giving him the Malice.
Okay.
That was funny though.
Because he was
Oh.
gonna be like, this is basically just tear gas, bro. All right. Yeah. So that's it for those two things. It's 12,500 for the dumbbell of epic swoliness and the fastest fuckboy energy drinks.
I only got the 5K.
Then take 5K from the. Look, 10K and it's a deal.
They're already marked down, man. Like, you guys are friends now. Like, I like you guys.
Is it really? Ah.
It's not. It could be
make
cheaper.
make a persuasion check with like
Sure.
a
Yep.
high DC even for you, because I sort of
Oh,
already
yeah.
cut through it and
Yeah, I got
already gave you the discount that I would from like a good persuasion check.
Well,
Can I help him so he could have advantage?
I tell you what, hold on.
Yeah,
Let's do a
I'll give
little
him
bit more
guidance.
shopping to see what else we might be able to work out. Right.
Oh,
So
close,
that's that. I need some components. Look, we're really wanting some. I see you got 5 resistance, so maybe you already have this stuff around. I'm also in the potion biz. Do you have any crushed red dragon scales? So maybe I can make some fire resistance potions?
I got an ounce of that, man. That's enough for one potion.
I think we're probably gonna need more than one. Well, maybe we get that and we also buy the potions of fire resistance that you got.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, for these dragon skills, because we're all friends here. I'll give you this one for like 50 gold.
Okay.
Is he what? So, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No. That's
So,
50
my
gold for the
friend.
dragon scales. How much is it for
my friend.
the fire resistance potions?
Each of those are 100 apiece.
Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, so that's 250 to make three potions.
My friend, I have a book that I don't think you've seen before. Now, does he look like he's well traveled? Like, has he always been here for his entire life?
Well, in all honesty, most people that live here haven't been here for their entire life. Natives are very rare here. Pretty much everybody's a transplant.
Oh, okay. Would he know about the lusty lizard folk?
I mean, who doesn't?
Oh, okay. Well, fine. I'll still try to talk him to the deal. I have the entire collection of the lusty lizard folk.
He pauses for a moment and then just.
You're my type of guy. I'll give you the whole collection of it. For everything we want for 10,000.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, bud.
But Bond, those are only going to increase in value.
Exactly. I've already read it all. So
I just saw your comments, Marte. Because tonight could be the night that I will fall for you.
Am I getting advantage with Marte or no?
Yeah, we'll say you get advantage.
Good.
I think they're still recovering too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Take one of these too, and he offers you for free, included in. He's gonna give you guys. It's like this one's completely on the house, my specialty, and then he does like the slowest, most uncomfortable wink.
Sure.
And as he slides you a potion of coital recovery.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm assuming someone's inventorying these things. So I give him 5,000. If my buddy Marte would like to give him 5,000, and we'll call it even.
Oh, Anand, you mean?
Or yeah, Anand. I will take the 5,000 out of the group loot.
And that includes the 2 potions on the fire scale, or dragon scales.
Sure.
I did say everything.
Yep, he did say everything.
And I will delete the books out of my inventory.
Did you even get a chance to read them?
I would assumed in our literally 3 months of downtime, I would have read them.
Okay, gotcha. It's good stuff, man. Pretty steamy.
Nice.
Hey, before we leave here, I'm just gonna find like some random bit of plank wood or something like that, and I'm just gonna snag that and throw it in my pocket, just so I can have an anchor point to teleport back here at a later time. This is gonna be one of my hot spots to come back. I feel like this is gonna be a good place to revisit.
Well, we might get a teleportation circle after this freaking boss fight.
Oh, Bond, did you help me with my discount?
Yes, delete the 5,000. We got everything we wanted for 10, including the fire potions and everything.
Okay.
And I gave him my lusty lizard folk folks.
I am impoverished. Let it be known.
Just throwing it out there. Just heads up, and this is kind of to the group here. I have a shitload of magical items we have collected over this campaign. If you're ever out of money, I have so many things of trading value.
So Lucas has that, and then I currently have 39,000 of my own gold, 26,000 of Lucas's and 12,000 of Molly's gold.
Wait, I have
You have
26,000 gold?
39,000?
Yes.
Why didn't you just offer to buy it for me instead of letting me get 4? Dadgummit.
How do you think you stay rich, Anand? You got a penny pinch.
Look, your next scroll is on me, buddy.
I'm trying to get jacked.
Look, your
So
next
the-
scroll is on me. All right.
The arc, you know.
Hey,
Just
by
don't
the
make it
way,
too expensive.
I don't have a card, right? But I will go ahead and just by the way, Matt, I really love the vibe you got going on here. If you ever need some extra inventory, I'm actually trying to set up my own shop, down the road, and I think this would be a great place I could try and get some of my stuff out here if that's cool with you.
A tiny tear trickles from his eye, leaving a smear of black makeup with it as it trickles down his cheek. I'd be honored, man.
This guy.
I reach out almost like to do another handshake, and then I just remembered how that went, and then I just kind of turn it into a fist bump at the last second and be like, yeah.
He was going in for the handshake too, and so because of that, he catches your fist.
Oh, you got me. Paper beats rock. But man, I'll get you next time. All right, gotta go.
It's like, next time, we got scissors.
Whoa.
All right, Vaughn left already. Jesus.
On this day, I see clearly.
Anand's just in the background, like digging the vibe, letting his hair
Taking
rock.
back my love, taking back my pride.
Oh.
Quicksilver, the future belongs to the brave.
Oh no. Anand pulls a vape out of nowhere and just starts blowing rings.
You want to joke, but I'm pretty sure I have a golden,
Yeah, I think you actually do have a vape.
It's not even mine. It was Raven's.
It's not mine, I swear.
So on that note, is there anything else in the town, or? 'Cause,
Yeah, there's one more shop called Flint Spine Provisions.
I mean, we
Fine.
can pop in, and like I said, if
Yeah,
we don't
Bond's
follow
got
me,
me.
we can bamf around.
Alright, here's the shop. And I put names of shop owners so I don't forget them.
Oh, there's actual legit stuff here. Oh, they've got another dumbbell of epic swollenness?
Oh, actually, you
It's
know what?
there.
Sure, why not?
It's
Yes, they do.
there. Oh shit, they
Oh,
got
I
a
forgot to
manual
add
of
something,
bodily
too.
health? Dude, this town's got the most amazing stuff.
I would like to look for a book on basic medical and health stuff.
I would also divert your attention to an item called a circle plate.
Oh, is that one of them teleportation plates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically it gives you a teleportation circle that you can bring with you and just leave somewhere and just teleport to it. Because normally it takes
10,000 gold?
it takes a year to inscribe a
Yeah,
teleportation circle permanently. Or you can just that's the whole point of the market. Or you can just buy one, save yourself the year, and just put it where you want to put it.
Hmm.
Interesting. The Abjurer's glider works for either me or Nod. Yeah, animated shield.
That's an interesting find.
Also, the fragment of Elder Starlight, I thought you guys might be interested in.
Ooh, I would like that manual of bodily health.
Yeah, that's 10,000 gold. And oh, and by the way, his name is Arthur. So, you inside of this shop is a dwarf, and but this dwarf has like a red bandana on. He's not wearing a shirt. He's just wearing some like red cloth pants. He has an eye patch, a peg leg. He looks like he has like a pistol on his hip and a cutlass on the other hip. And as you walk in, he says, Aye, what can I do you for? Welcome to Flint. I remember forgetting the name of my own town. Welcome to Flint Spine Provisions. How can I help you?
Oh, just browsing. How much is
We don't
this?
get
lich
too
cult?
many visitors around here. The Lich Cult. I see you have a good eye for firearms.
Indeed.
That one I'd sell for 5,000.
I'm gonna go for that lich cult. Bon, is this something that you think you would go for, the lich cult? Because if not, I might grab that up.
Let's see.
That's kind of my style.
Dude, I have so many fucking guns.
What?
Let's see. A revolver that gains a plus. Dude, honestly,
Abjur's
I'm-
glider really is sick.
Gilder, technically, is what it's called, but yeah.
What is?
Oh yeah, it does say Gilder. The Abjur's Gilder is
Oh.
epically cool.
I read that as glider as well. I read that as
I
glider as
didn't
well.
read it. Gavin said glider, and I was she said.
I was
This
gonna say
honestly-
that, well, technically, Lucas, you wouldn't be able to use it, but actually, technically, you can.
It says
Look,
I'm
dude.
still part wizard, my man.
So
Yeah,
with
that's
this,
why a wizard.
with that with that gun, I would honestly just better off using my rifle.
Especially since you
higher
just got a
AC.
shiny new rifle.
Yeah, I literally
So,
got a rifle
I'll
that
give you first
two
dibs.
d12 and then 1d4 of like a bunch of damage. Like it does 1d4 of poison, 1d4 of yeah, it does ridiculous amounts of.
It's a
1d4
legendary
force,
item, so.
1d4 of necrotic and 1d4 of poison. And plus 2d. What the plus 10? I didn't even see the plus 10. Dude, I can't wait to hit a crit with this fucking weapon.
Wait, plus
Anyways.
10? What do you mean plus 10?
A plus 10 flat damage. Like I get a plus 10 flat. Just. It's a 2d12 plus 10 plus 1d4, 1d4, 1d4.
Hey, what about this?
I
fragment
think
of
you
Elder
just get
Starlight?
that because of your bonus. I'm pretty
That might
sure.
be it. That
Yeah,
might be
you
it.
get that
yeah.
because of your bonus.
Hey, what about
But
this
yeah.
fragment of Elder Starlight?
The fragment of Elder Starlight.
Yeah, I was looking at
Quite
that.
a-
I'm very interested in that.
It's quite a rare piece. He looks at all of you and he says, "By the way, my friend from across the way, he doesn't have a lot of friends, so he already sent word over that he's made a new friend. He's really excited, and I think I'll extend the courtesy to you guys. So I'd give you that for 7,500."
7,500.
Do I have to be Sugar Daddy Bond?
You just told us you got $39,000.
It's to build my city, damn it. It's to build my city, damn it.
You'll buy a lot of stuff real fast all
You
the
just told us how
time.
much money you have. Fuck yeah, you the sugar daddy.
God damn.
Crixus, you need some help with that weapon, or you think you got it?
You actually, because again, I need to remind you, forgetting names and stuff. Looking at my notes, looking at my notes. Ayla, you notice like she's like looking at that gun and like her tail is like wagging back and forth
Which
as she's the Lich Cult. However, you imagine she has money.
Yeah.
You imagine she's thinking about it. Not that you would have to buy it for her. She probably has money. Probably a lot of money at that.
I'm pretty sure this one's not going to be persuaded by jewelry. It'll have to be freaking guns.
How much did you say the manual bodily health was again?
10,000.
Okay. I have 7490. 7490. Anybody spot me about 2510?
Well,
So I
why
can
don't
get
why don't we do this? Why don't we figure out what we're all wanting to get? That way we can kind of put it together and try and get a discount.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
That and also just makes it easier for Gavin to keep up with everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
So,
I'm
hey,
he-
just do we know where the circle plate goes?
Wherever you want it to go.
Anywhere.
Right, but it's tied to a sigil sequence. So where does it teleport you to?
To it. You can use teleportation circle. You can record the sigil sequence and use teleportation circle or the teleport spell to go to it.
Ah.
The whole idea is that you're saving yourself the year. There's a whole industry for this. Of people making these circle plates because people don't have the patience to cast the same spell every day for a year.
How big is the circle plate?
It's 10 by 10.
If I were to cast Reduce on it, how small could I make it?
I mean, as for going along with the rules of the spell,
like, is it like a metal plate? Like, how do you?
Yes, it is a metal plate. Typically, what you would do is take it somewhere and bolt it to the floor.
But I don't really have anywhere that we need to bolt it to the floor aside from, like, we wanted to do it for, like, Bond's Keep.
We already have one there.
Do we?
Oh, yeah.
At the very top of
Legitimate question. Could I put it in a portable hole?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know if that would cause all kinds of catastrophes or not.
I just want to know.
Maybe you have a good time. Maybe you get ejected to the astral plane. You never know.
I want to know. It's relevant, and I do want to know how small I can make it with Reduce.
He said first the spell. What's the spell Reduce say?
It reduces something small.
At the very least, like, if you could reduce it to make it small enough to, like, fit into a bag of holding, then you can just carry it to wherever it is you need to go to.
What spell is that?
Okay, so yes, clarifying the rules, you can put a teleportation circle in a portable hole or a bag of holding. However, it is unusable while it is in the portable hole or the bag of holding.
Oh, that's cool though, because in the portable hole it folds up in a piece of paper, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Put it in the portable hole, fold it up into a piece of paper, call the speedy courier, send it to whoever I want, and then teleport to it. After they can.
Fucking genius.
Loophole.
That is actually fucking awesome. That is
wherever
great.
I need it to go.
That is
Just want to game the system right there.
Oh, I'm freaking dumbstruck. Like,
So mad.
I want to do it.
yeah, I mean, it
I
can
guess you could
go
also
in
do
a
it with
portable
a hole.
Oh, hold on. Actually, here's something that says there's a size restriction. So, except you'd get around the size restriction by casting Reduce.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, because a teleportation circle is 10 feet. And a portable hole is only 6 feet. Normally, it wouldn't be able to fit inside the portable hole.
All
We
right.
could get it in there.
You know, I don't... Unfortunately, I don't see why not.
So let's walk it down here. I want if Anna doesn't want it, I still want to just pick it up because I hadn't decided if I'm going to use it or not. The Abjur's glider. How much is that?
Okay.
The Abjurer's Gilder is a lot cheaper than it should be. Wow. I'm going to say just for how good this
100
thing
to
is.
500.
I'm going to say it's 500.
Okay.
I rarely go to max price for these things, but that item is too good to be an uncommon. I feel like
I was gonna say.
All right. So we got
Lucas,
that.
You get first dibs on it.
I don't even know if I want it. I just don't want to leave it on the shelf. That seems that they can come in handy later.
I like
A
it,
FOMO with
but
that
I
is?
think my AC is higher than yours.
Oh yeah, mine for sure. My AC 16.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you can use it and still take a reaction. That's worth using.
But the only thing I don't like about it is I'd have to give up an attunement slot for it. So
Yeah,
Hey,
fair point.
So this is an item from Griffin's saddlebag, and I feel like they mislabeled it as an uncommon. I think that should be a rare.
I'm just going down the line. Anybody says if they want something, say it so that we can start adding up the price. Animated shield. Bead of diverted karma. The single-use beads of diverted karma. The +1 runic ammunition. Circle plate we're getting. So what's the cost on that?
A circle plate is 10,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Dark Fathom armor. Dumbbell of epic swollenness we're going to get. So what's the cost on that one?
The dumbbell of epic swollenness, that's another 7,500.
7,500. Okay. Keep on down the line here. Fragment of Elder Starlight. Actually, I do want that because it doesn't require attunement.
And it can, even worst case scenario, you can just use it to heal. But yeah, so that's also 7,500.
Can you heal with it? I think-
Yeah, you can heal with it.
Oh, there's no friendly living creatures of your choice. You know, right? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I just saw that. Sorry, you said it was 7,500?
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, then grass whistleblade. Anybody want it? Iron leaf plate. Anybody want it? Lich colt. Anybody want it?
You know that Alof wants it. She just hasn't done anything about
What
it.
you doing, Bonnie? You gonna buy it for your girl?
I mean, she's a criminal overlord. She probably has her own money, unless you just want to flex.
You know what? Your boy got to flex something.
Wow, we at it.
Flex.
All right, Lich colt. What do we got?
Flex it.
How much?
The Lich Cult is 5,000.
Okay. And last but not least, manual of bodily health.
Definitely not least. That's 10,000. You guys are cleaning this shop out.
Yeah, well, for just a general goods store, this has like the most epic shit we've ever seen. So.
You gotta consider, this is a kingdom that just sells a ton of things. They are reselling in their shops the best of the best things that they've been able to plunder. So yeah, they're gonna have some good stuff. You might want to leave that circle plate here.
All
Give us a
right.
teleportation circle when we're done doing this, because Bond's awesome.
So when it's all said and done, the grand total is 40,500 gold.
Y'all are gonna clean me out, aren't y'all? Y'all gonna clean me out. Y'all gonna clean me the fuck out, aren't y'all? Y'all about to fucking rape my pockets. Oh.
I mean,
Sounded very inappropriate the way you said that.
I'll be honest. You said I had like 26,000. That was my goal.
So right now she's standing behind you and she's like hands behind her back, like kicking her foot back and forth, you know, doing the
be
thing
honest.
that girls do.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. I just kind of tap her head. Hold on.
So you said I had 26K that you've got for my stuff. I have 6K on me right now. I can put up 30 out of the 40K for you guys if that's.
Or. So,
She says, "Bun, honey, I can get some of this." She offers.
No. You just sit right there for right now.
Are you sure? Because she starts pulling out like rolls of gold.
Damn, dude, the fish got fucking bags. You could cover it next time. You've got it next time.
Okay, if you're sure.
Just saying, you
So,
were setting
am
a
I-
precedent that we're about to drop 40 grand, and she's just gonna think that's how you roll every day now.
Okay, you know what? Okay.
Hard flex.
Hold on. Am I ever gonna use the harpoon gun of pro whatever, the harpoon gun that I got from that dungeon?
Persona.
Persona.
I mean, here's something to consider. You may or may not be able to fire a firearm underwater. If you ever find yourself in the need to shoot something underwater, you might need it. That's up to you.
Also, the other
Going
thing
underwater
is
next
I'm
time.
not staying attuned to it. So if it just happens to happen and we're not prepared for it, then I'm
You
screwed
can
anyway.
still use it as a magic weapon. That's a
Um,
harpoon gun.
I just couldn't use the. Okay, fair enough. Okay, but I'm gonna sell him Matchbox Senior and Matchbox Junior.
Can you link them?
Yeah, I'll link them. So that'll
Alright,
take
match.
off 1,000.
No, because when you sell things, people have to make a profit. You don't sell it for the whole value of the item. It's not an even trade. So it'll be 500 total for both of those that you take off.
I'm also gonna sell him the winged boots, unless anybody else wants them.
But you're not planning on flying anymore?
I mean, I have a corporeal form that has a flight of.
Oh, that's
10
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if I need any more than that, we have magic users.
You know what? Whatever you want to get rid of. If you'll link anything that you want to sell,
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
so that way I can. I
I'm
can
linking
see
them.
it.
I'm linking them. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that.
He's looking at these. The arcane cannon.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke.
That would be a cold day in hell. The day that
I
you
know.
get rid of the
I
arcane
know, dude.
cannon.
I like the arcane cannon.
So he looks at you and he says, "You guys are some of the biggest spenders I've had in a while. These boots. Excuse me, I only have one good eye. See." So, I reckon I can give you $750 for the 3 of these.
Yeah. Sure.
Doing a pirate voice is rough on my throat.
Whoa. Dude, I'm not even gonna use these potions of poison. I have 5 of them, and I don't feel like there's any point. Everything's gonna be.
You give them to someone who doesn't know what potions are and be like, "Here, this will make you feel better," and
Wait,
then
are
they
you
drink
talking
it and
about those
die.
healing potions that are poison?
No, I don't think they are. They no.
No, they look
These are
like
just
healing
regular
potions, but
potions
they're
of
actually
poison.
a little poison.
Are they all tasty? Oh,
Bro,
wait,
you bought
yeah,
that in session 2 of this campaign. You've had those for years.
We haven't used them. We haven't had a.
They're so far past the point of being useful, because anything we deal with is way more hit points than what that thing will actually hurt them for.
I got 5 of these.
Yeah.
Well, you wasted money back then, so get rid of
So
them now.
I'm gonna give you guys a chance to earn some dark side or light side points here. As you hand him the potions of poison, he looks at me and says, "Oh, healing potions. I see."
Semi good.
I would think
I
the
wouldn't
wood-
drink.
You better capitalize on this.
I would think they would be worth more if they're actually if you knew this is not an up and running town of legitimacy, so they'd probably be worth more if you told them what they actually do.
Yeah. So that is not a potion. That's not a healing potion.
I see. What is it then?
It is a potion of poison disguised to be a healing potion.
Really?
Please don't.
Tastes like a healing potion.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's a potion of supreme healing.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
It tastes like one, smells like one. Yeah, the whole point about these is they're supposed to be indistinguishable from a regular healing potion unless you're a professional.
I wouldn't mix that with any of your healing potions if you have any. They are, yeah. Unless you have a friend like Lucas here, who's very,
Does anybody have
Very-
the antidote for this guy, or are we just gonna let him die of something?
He only did a little pinky tap, and dwarves are resistant to poison anyway.
Yeah.
How's he gonna know the
So
difference?
yes, there you go. I promise you, if you want to try one out, if you want to buy one, try one out. I promise you, on everything, they're poison.
I've not seen one of these in some time. How many of them do you have?
5.
4 1/4. Thanks.
Four and 3/4.
Yeah, 4
I'll give you 2,500 for the whole lot of these potions.
Kinda nice.
So it's just
I feel like that's a good
that's 2,500 for the potions. How much was he willing to give for the other stuff he was selling?
price.
750. So you're at 3,250 trade-in value right now. Lucas was right in his judgment. The value went up once he knew what these things were what they actually were.
Okay, so you're walking him down on the overall cost of things. Just so you know, when you sell this 3,250, we'll still owe 37,250 gold.
I don't have that.
Hey, the
She,
price is getting a
again,
little low.
Ayla says, Bond, sweetie, I can at least buy the gun.
The gun was $5,000.
Hey, but it's still.
Bro, I got 30. I don't have my money. I always spend it for y'all. I will put up 30,000 gold to this.
I mean,
Hmm?
yeah.
30,000.
Apparently, Bond has like 26,000 gold.
I was
of
saying
mine.
we could put it. We could. Yeah, I do have 20. Literally in my notes, Lucas's gold.
I have 6,000 on me right now that I was planning on spending on stuff for potions for you guys. So, just I didn't even know I had that. I'll put that. There's 30k knocked off.
I didn't even spend anything, and I only have 45.
Okay, I pay the rest.
You
What's
have
the
no.
rest of
Bond
that?
has your money. He started collecting it after we
What
found out you
was
were just
what was
leaving
the
it
rest?
He's
Who put up what?
behind. I'm willing to put up 30,000.
If you want to put up 20k, I'll put up the rest.
I'll put up 20k. You have my
Yeah.
20k, so just
I,
pull
I
that
will
from there.
subtract. I will subtract your 20k.
We still have another 500, so
I can do that.
Molly's putting in the 500.
I help.
Okay, I will subtract that from her gold.
And you don't sell anything unless you just want to.
Oh,
You could
would that
totally
not
do
be
consent.
including selling anything? I'm definitely selling those potions. We're not
For
using
sure.
them.
Oh, well, then you'll just take the money for that. But the 40,500, like, we're just upfront paying, and then whatever you want to sell to, like, get that back. There you go.
Okay, so wait, so you put up 20k. And
I put up
the
20k,
rest,
Molly's putting up 500, you're putting up 20k.
500.
We get all the stuff that we wanted.
Okay.
I'm surprised you weren't interested in any of those bullets, Spawn. Did you read what they did?
Oh shoot, no, I did not see.
There you go, you can sell your stuff to get bullets.
Yeah, how if I sell them all that stuff, could I get how much of those bullets? Yeah,
50 gold a
Archer.
bullet.
50 gold a bullet. How many bullets do you have?
There were 10.
10.
10. Okay. Well, then just subtract it of the price that I'm giving you these weapons and potions for.
Very well. So, I'll be honest. I'm going to need somebody to break down
got you.
exactly what all you're getting. And
So, I got it. So, if he's getting the 10 bullets, Bond, you will get 2,750 gold back. Now, that being said, we have spent 40,500 pre-bullets, so that's a separate thing. We are getting the...
then a little bit, Sean.
What's that?
Yeah, you froze there for a second. And I know
Okay.
it was just you because I could still see Nick.
All right. Well, let me get this.
You're good now.
So,
So,
we are getting the Abjur's Glider, the Circle Plate, the Dumbbell of Epic Swoliness, the Elder Starlight, the Fragment Elder Starlight, the Lich Colt, and the Manual of Bodily Health. And then That was the 40,500. Bond is getting 10 of the runic ammunition. And once he sells all of his stuff, he will also get 2,750 gold back from what he's selling. Aren't y'all glad I keep up with shit?
How much am I subtracting
Yep.
from mine, and how much am I first? How much am I subtracting from Molly's?
So Molly's spending
500.
500. I'm spending
500
20,000.
Gold, purely 500 gold.
Yes.
Okay.
You're spending 20,000, and then you'll
20,000.
get back 2,750.
All right. Let me add Molly's. So that would be.
Now I'm just gonna be honest. I just said who all like what we're buying. I don't know what's going to whom. Like I said, I'll hold on to the Abjur's glider or gilder.
That's why I dragged them out into the chat, so that way
Yeah.
whoever gets what can just put it in their inventory.
I will hold on to the Abjur's gilder and the fragment of Elder Starlight because I was interested in those. The rest of it, whoever wants it.
I was hoping to get the manual of bodily health unless someone else wants it.
I mean, that's good for
Yeah.
everybody. It's Constitution, but I mean, I'm fine if you want it.
That's fine. All right. Well, and how much money was I getting back?
2,750.
27.
And the second one.
Cool. All right, everybody's gold should be right. Let me sure. I need to knock off that.
It's just
that from my inventory.
it's just click and drag it into your inventory, right?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh, no, there it is. Abjur's glider. Bam. And then
Do you think we can take a quick 5-minute break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get some water anyway.
And a lot of water. So we'll reconvene in 5.
Well, how did I get this acid bile spray? Acidic bile spray. How the fuck did I get that?
from a mimic? I don't know.
Holy fuck. So, it says here, make a DC 12, which is not high, dexterity saving throw. They take 9d8 acid damage on a failure, half as much on a success. The creature is reduced to 0 hit points by this. It dissolves.
Oh, that might have been from the centipede when we were harvesting stuff out of it.
That might have been, yeah.
Dude, we've been doing this for again. You've got potions from session 2 that you're trying to sell. Like, you had them for a while.
Yeah. I'm just looking through my inventory. What shit do I gotta sell? My god. Woke up mana ray? What the fuck? Okay.
Alright, is there anything else that we need to do in this town? 'Cause otherwise, I'm ready to start making potions so we can actually go to fight this thing in a couple days.
Ready to go fuck this thing up.
I did not expect Gavin to actually give us really good stuff in this place. Oh, that people that get like the manual bodily health, like you got to read 48 hours. It's over the course of 6 days, but like, I guess technically speaking, if you took like a potion of watchful rest, you could knock it out in the 2 days. Because we got this thing going on in 3 days. Just like literally reading nonstop without eating, pooping, or anything else for 2 days.
I think I already had 5 of those. So I need to add 10. What do these things fucking do anyways? Runic ammunition or something.
I'm actually got. Is there anything in particular you want? Is there any like potions that you want?
I'm aware. And my character.
You want like super smacking things?
Well, of course.
Okay,
If there's anything that I can take well, it's mass, yes. But I don't put those in the random shop. You have to make them.
Yeah, no, I can get the components to mix them.
Okay, interesting.
I think you've got the stuff for it. You just haven't had time to do it yet.
Okay, that's right. That's what I was gonna do.
All right.
I didn't need it last battle, but I used it in the battle before last.
So do you have any potions of heroism? What else are
It's
going on?
like giants, something,
Yeah, you got-
cloud giant. I don't know what it was.
Well, you got some of that. That's in your brimstone box. Brimstone box has like 5 potions in it, and if you drink all those, you're gonna be fucking gnarly.
She-
More than that, but yes. No, I'm out of potions of heroism. What does it take? Carbonated acid, pulverized silver. Oh, well, I gotta go find some more testicles.
Don't look at me.
Some what now?
What?
To make a Y'all don't understand the things that I have made this party in jest. Everyone in this party is a cannibal. Most of them have eaten testicles at this point. Like, everybody here has had brain matter from humans. It's been a thing. Testicles is another thing. If you drink a potion of heroism that I've made, you have drink blended up monster balls. That is literally part of the recipe per the book. Is it takes testicles from a monstrosity. So I am currently out of potions of heroism, and I believe I am out of monster balls. What else does it take? Hill Giant Rum. I think I've got Hill Giant Rum. I do have Hill Giant Rum.
Also, I mean, yes and no, because technically the whole concept of alchemy is that whenever you make a potion out of it, you are changing it into something else.
Hey,
So yes, it might have been monster balls to begin with, but by the time it's done, it's no longer monster balls.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the one that's making this. It's got a little chunkiness to the flavor, alright?
But maybe not all of it gets converted then.
Don't choke on my balls!
All right. Is everybody back?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm back.
Sorry.
Don't think so.
By the way, did anybody actually get those the 2 potions of fire resistance? I assumed that was supposed to be me, but I didn't put it in
Yeah,
the
probably.
Let me go and put that in my inventory so I don't forget about it. Fire resistance potion. Oh, there it
Now,
is.
circling back to something from earlier, before you guys tackle this dungeon, did you want to zip around and go anywhere to try to gather some more supplies?
I mean, we could. I mean, I would be honest, I don't want to peruse. If we're gonna go, like, I know what it is I'd be wanting to go for. Like, and mine would just be straight up potion components, because I only have one potion to make. We've bought everything else. So, I mean, I've got plenty of time to cook. And we just... I don't know if everybody's back here. I'm just going to kind of talk, and if everybody can... No, actually, I can see that... It's not there.
There it is. Freaking cat.
Wow, just have to wait. I guess I'll take a potty break.
Oh.
Alright, I guess I'll go get water then. Yeah, I've got this like scratchiness to my throat that I don't know why, so I've just been drinking a ton of water.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hmm.
Wow. Alright. Hey, Nick, are you back? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm back.
Are there any potions that you want me to make for you, man? Because if I'm only making one, I've got time to spare. So, I mean, depending on what we can find, if we just bamf around and go get some shops, I could do potions of heroism. Potions of speed are difficult. I've got a couple of potions of speed, though, available.
Yeah.
Potion of advantage, which you don't really need anymore.
No, I really don't. Honestly, potion of speed would be absolutely like great because it's like it's haste without someone having to concentrate on it.
I've got a couple, because I made some on the last go-round of making potions, so I think I've got...
No, I think I drank the one I had.
You still have one?
I'm checking. I think I drank it, but I'm gonna check.
I have 3 potions of speed right now, so, I mean, I can... we can make that a thing for whoever needs it. Have you burned through stuff in your brimstone box?
No, other than the potion of speed that was in it.
I will give you a potion of speed for you to put back in your brimstone box.
Sweet. Oh, well,
your brimstone box has like all the Vecna stuff, but you get the point. You had a set for your brimstone box.
It's sitting right next to the just laying there.
All right. Do you have potions of speed that you can just put it in there? Or do you want me to drop it in the inventory?
I have it.
I will knock down what
potions,
I have done too.
Potions, I just bring the thing to like nothing there.
Yeah, I'm the same way because I play with the potions too much, so it's just instead of having to re-put it back in, it's just I just leave it blank when it goes down to 0.
That's exactly what I do.
Oh, I do know what I need. I do want something I'm out of. You never know what's gonna come in. Where is it here? Was it Willow Shade? Yes, Willow Shade oil. I have nothing to cure petrification.
I still have 6 potions of Watchful Rest.
Dude, they're super easy to make.
Dude, and like they're so good. Why not? You literally don't. You can sit and work on a project all night long.
I don't know. I think I just personally don't like the idea of just being up all night working on stuff because I've done that too much in real life. So I like Luke to at least sleep when he can. But you can just take a potion. Yeah, it's like saying just take a 5-hour. Take a 5-hour. No, my guy, I need some rest. I get a little jittery.
100% would not sleep if there was an option that I could just like take a potion and not sleep. I
Yeah.
wish that was a
With
thing in
no
real life.
repercussions. With no repercussions is crazy.
Just game all day in between shifts. Yeah, that'd be
Dude,
awesome.
Oh my gosh. You think I'm addicted to games right now? Bro.
So there is a cheap thing that I do want to find as far as potions. I'll tell you now. Willow Shade Oil.
Anybody know how
Okay.
to add another tab to your powers / effects, spells, rogue abilities?
Yeah, so you just literally drag anything over there, and then where it says like powers or abilities or whatever, in that field, you just type in something new, and then it'll make a new tab.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on. No, because then that would change the actual.
so for example, going into your actions tab, I'm in it right now. If I scroll down,
Did you
okay,
see
so
I
you
put
see where
I put the
Oh,
eclipse shots in it?
I did see that.
Yeah.
Would you just like copy and paste?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
well,
what I did is I left clicked on them and I went to repost actions and it gave me all of like the damage and the saves like on the side like it does.
that's awesome. I didn't know you could do that.
I'm about to do the same thing with the arcane cannon.
And it's once a day, I do believe, that you get each of those
That's why.
shots.
Yeah. If
I went ahead
want
and just
to,
put that in for you.
it was already there, but I don't know why it wasn't in preparation. But yeah, that's fine.
So basically, yeah. Oh wait, yeah, it's different now. It used to be.
That's what I'm saying. I can't figure it out.
Well,
'cause
now I
can go
don't.
down
Now
here.
I don't know because it used to be on the right side. There was a blank. For example, for like Eclipsion shots, there would be a
Yeah.
blank on the right side where it would say Eclipsion shots, and you would just type in a new thing, and then it would change it to a new section.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Now I
it
don't know.
changes the whole section.
Yeah, now it's different. Huh. Weird. Alright, is everybody back yet?
I mean, I'm back.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm back. I'm hanging out.
well,
Oh, okay.
Super quick here, fellas, because I was asking this to Bond. Is there any potions that you guys want me to try and make before we hit this next fight, so I can know what it is I need to gather?
Are
Let
there
me
enough
check some.
fire potions for everyone?
I can tell you right now, I've got some stuff.
I've got
that's-
one fire resistance.
I don't need it.
Oh.
I'm already resistant to fire. Molly doesn't need it because she's resistant to everything. I have.
We just bought 2, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought
did.
you bought 2, and then you got the stuff to make a third one.
Yeah.
So 2 of you are already resistant. That should be enough
then-
for the 3 of us.
And then not Bond. Marte already had, or Anand already had. one.
Yeah, I have one.
So just put it
I
out
always
there.
keep
It's-
that thing on me.
I've got other stuff too. So I also have Marusa Balm, which is not as good. It's basically a whole lathering oil you have to put on yourself over for a minute, and then it has all the same effects as a potion of fire resistance. So it takes a full minute to put that on. But I've got 2 potions of fire resistance now. I can make a third one. This thing probably is going to do a whole lot of poison, but if we do another Hero's Feast, I don't think that's going to be an issue before we go in there.
Who has Hero's Feast?
Everybody that has the
Jesus.
wish.
So
Got them wishes. But is there anybody that wants some like a potion of heroism, a potion of advantage,
Potion of what? What's the last one?
advantage.
advantage?
Oh.
Actually, I might still have some that he can have if you'd like.
Yeah, there's a potion of advantage. Because that's for all your attacks, right?
Yeah, that's for anything.
It's
Is
for
it
one
any
attack.
Roll. Oh, is it
I
attack?
have a
or
couple of
is it-
those.
Yeah,
can
you
use it
drink
for
it, and then
save.
you get to just choose when you get to use advantage on a roll within the next hour, but it's only for one
I have
attack.
6
or one
of
roll.
them. Yeah, you drink this potion and you
Oh.
gain advantage on it. No, on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw choice make within an hour.
Yeah, you get to just
Yeah.
choose which one's going to have advantage, but you only get to do the one time within an hour.
Yeah, one of those and a fire resist would be nice before we go into this big old fight.
I'll do something better for you, Crixus. You can have 6 of them.
Okay.
Just drag that into your inventory and just add 6.
All right.
Just put
Who
6 on.
who needs a potion of fire resistance?
I would need one.
All right, I'll
Game
go
on.
until I get the chance to make the third one. I'll just go ahead and here. Bam. Or did I do that right?
Yeah, I was able to drag and drop. But why does this say? Actually, I might have already had one. Yeah, I think I already had one because it already has one in my inventory.
Oh,
In that case, I just need one.
you just grabbed one from chat.
Yeah, just drag and drop in the inventory.
I'll
It's a
just change.
0.5 weight.
Yep.
There you go. I'll change that to 1. And did you need one?
I do not. I have one already.
Then I've got 1 spare for if it should come up, and then I also have the 2 Marusa bombs. But I'll go ahead and make the 1.
My lady here might need one.
Oh yeah, we got an NPC. Let's go ahead and hook her up. She can have the last one.
And you also, Connor Blaze wanted to go with you. You could tell him to stay put, but he wants to go with you. So you could have 2 NPCs if you want. It's up to you.
His name's Connor Blaze. Is he not resistant to fire?
It's just a name, man.
Well, I'm gonna be so I have 1 right now available, and then I'm gonna make another one. So that would be 1 for each of the NPCs. All right. Anybody else want a thing? Otherwise, I'm not making potions because I got a ton of stuff. You gotta tell me if you want some. All right, I can try and make some potions of flying, manage, heroism. No, go once, going twice.
A heroism might be. Do I have one of heroism?
Yeah, heroism is like having just bless for an hour, so you get a D4 in your attack rolls and saving throws.
I mean, honestly, that's good no matter what, even if you have advantage.
Yeah, it's just on top of it.
Yeah, so, let's see. Inventory. Let's see if I have one. I do not believe I have one. Potion of heroism. I do have a potion of heroism. I have 1. Never mind. I mean, another one ain't gonna hurt if you're making them already.
I got 3 days to make stuff. If y'all want to make stuff, like now's the time to ask for it.
Wait, so are we waiting for this thing to come up, or are we going to it? Because my assumption was we're going to it. Because this is supposed to be a dungeon crawl.
That was my assumption as well.
I can go there right now and make this stuff tonight so that we have it for tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, that's fair. Sweet, let's do it. Yeah.
All right, who wants to go on an interdimensional shopping trip to go grab some potion stuff?
I'm willing to go if you would like.
Gather up. I'm bamfing us here in 3, 2, 1.
Well, this is what happens when I host a sandbox campaign.
I bamfus
Woot,
us
woot.
with my tuning fork to take us to the super shopping place where you can't tell lies.
Hey, whatever happened
Oh, you're
to...
going to Sigil?
They've had the best stuff for potion components so far.
Oh, I was hoping you'd go to Sigil
That's-
sometime. I didn't think you'd go there this session.
It's where we've
Oh,
gotten
great.
the Quickling here. It's where we've gotten Blood of Megapede that was available. Like, they've got the best shit for potions.
I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, so you appear in Sigil when you come out of the teleportation circle, and
No teleportation circle. This is plane shift, my man.
or plane shift. I mean, but still, when you exit where you shifted into,
Sure.
and you are in Sigil, and at this point, you hear a voice. Clearly, there's something going on in the streets. Like you hear this almost like a double voice, and you, Lucas, would recognize it to be the voice of a devil. And he says, like, I've been around for thousands of years, way too long to let some petitioner have an attitude with me. And at about this moment, you just hear a voice that is familiar, but you can't quite place it. The voice says, "Back away slowly or I rip out your intestines through your asshole."
That sounds like you got
And-
these business.
And you know this voice. You've heard it somewhere. And he steps forward and he says, "A little petitioner like you means to threaten me?" And then suddenly, you just see hurtling through the air, this devil, encompassed by a red aura, just gets telekinetically flung out from one of these alleyways.
Now, if correct me if I'm wrong, you're not allowed to do any violence in this place. You can't lie, you can't be violent. Like, there's no misbehaving.
Not typically, but you're able to do so in recompense. Basically, someone attacks you, you can retaliate, but that is it.
Alright. Yeah, I'd check it out to see what's going on, especially if the voice sounds familiar.
And as you approach this alleyway, you see walking towards you out of the alleyway, and you don't believe what you see. Now, aside from a couple antlers mounted on his head, standing before you is Kaleem. He looks at all of you and he goes, "Son of a bitch."
Okay, then.
Okay. What you doing here? Oh. Actually, I turned to Bond. When you were making a deal with one guy for bullets, like, he was willing to have you anchor your soul here. Does that just work for, like, no matter what, you know, the judgment should be to pass, you can just, like, hey, I just reserved a spot, so even if I was a complete a-hole, you still get to come here?
I don't know. I never took up on the deal.
I guess that's true. Well, long time no see, Kaleem.
He looks at all of you and says, "You think I have words for any of you?" And when he says that, he, for a moment, he forgets the rules for a second, as some objects telekinetically lift off the ground near him, and then then they drop, and he lowers his guard. "Look, I have no business with you. Can you just leave?"
I mean, we could, but
I'm here for you.
we've also
You
got
have-
places to be, but what you doing here?
Gliding along in the slums of Sigil. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm surviving on scraps. I thought when I escaped hell that at the very least I'd be in a better straits than I was there, but now all I can do is scrape by on what I can steal.
Want to steal in this place?
Again, through my life, I've found a way to play around with the rules. I allow insignificant beings like that to threaten me first. Believe that I am helpless. I'm sure that a lot of you know that that is not the case.
No, I always thought you were pretty helpless. That's why you couldn't do anything yourself, and you always put others, and they died, and until eventually they just caught up to you, and you died. So, how's that working out for you?
At that moment, he says, "How's Raven?"
I don't know. I hadn't seen her in
That's
quite some
hard to
time.
count.
Sorry, what'd you say, Bon?
Oh, I was saying possessed right now, but we're gonna take care of that.
He smirks and says, "Despite my dire straits, I do find myself to be resourceful here. I am aware of what is going on back on Alpharesk. I'll make you a deal. You need allies. Get me out of here. And I swear, I can clearly tell I would be no match for the lot of you now. If I'm a problem, put me down as you did before, but get me out of here. I can help.
Gavin, you gotta explain to me how, like, this works. If we just, not saying I am, but if we teleported this dude back to our plane, is he just, like,
You'd have
alive
to-
again?
You'd have to revive him.
Okay. So, like, this is... We're here physically, but he's here, what is it, a soul? But no physical...
So he's a petitioner. So technically, there is really, in the outer planes, there really is no such thing as a soul in the way that you interpret souls on the material plane. Yes, there are souls, but souls in the outer planes have physical form. That's why you won't ever run into just like a ghost out here. They would be given physical matter, physical shape. So he is what is called a petitioner. And when you die, that is what you become. But he is a physical being, despite being Kaleem's soul. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but there's
It does. It
souls
seems
in the
like...
outer planes have corporeal form.
So whether you're an actual live person or a bound soul in this particular plane, you still look the same regardless.
Aside from a few extra features, namely the fact that he has a set of antlers. That's kind of a telltale sign of petitioners.
Oh, I thought it was like something to do with ancient elves.
That too, but this is a canon thing. Petitioners, for some reason, and also someone else that is odd. He is not a devil. You would think he would have been reincarnated as a devil, but he's not.
Alright. Bon, what do you want to do? And everybody else, because I don't know who all came with us. I know Anand said he was.
Everybody was there. And I know Lee is like walking his dog right now or something. He'll be back.
I'm fine with whatever. There is one thing I've been wanting to use, but I've been lacking the scroll to do so. I've had it for a while. I actually forgot I had that. Where is it? Yeah, so I have the Crystal of Unleashed Wizardry. I've been looking to put a scroll in my spellbook that is not one that wizards can use. I figure this is probably the right place to find that scroll and smack it right in there. So, what spell are we lacking that we would like me to be able to use in combat that wizards can't normally cast?
Yeah, what me and kind of
Without having to blow a wish spell to do so.
well, here's
And also,
Yes, the Hero's Feast.
Wish also can't replicate 9th level spells, so you would also have that option too.
I mean, if you're talking about what we would get the most... Well, no, I wouldn't... To be honest, the Hero's Feast you can cast the night before, and it still carries over. Right, and then you can have your 9th level spell the next day.
Right.
You just have to not have burned it. I don't know. Think about it. But what do we want to do with Kaleem in this current moment?
How much backlash?
What can
did
we do
get
with
for
him that would be
reviving him?
beneficial? Yeah.
Well,
My
he's wanting to make us a
question
deal. We can see what he wants to offer. I don't know.
is,
Can we
he seems like-
make a slave contract with him?
That's more of a thing for the 9 hells. Why, you want to go to the 9 hells?
I was gonna say, in exchange for his servitude, we could revive him. I wouldn't mind that if we could put it on paper.
You'd have to go to hell for that, but you might be able to pull that off.
I mean, we could
But-
easily kill this motherfucker.
know,
Like he's a.
If we ever end up meeting back up with my wife, she might know how to do that, but I don't.
Hey, whatever happened to my slave? Didn't we have 2 of those? Where'd they go?
Andrea, yeah, she's back at the keep.
Yeah, I'm sure she could help out with that.
So what are you
First, I have to
offering,
find
Colleen?
somebody to revive.
To help you in this fight. Why, is that not enough?
That doesn't tell me much of anything.
What are you gonna do after that?
Well, not only that, but like we never even saw him fight. Like he kept just sending other people. We saw him like grow,
No.
but we've seen other people grow.
You fought him as he was the last boss of the first arc.
We never fought Colleen. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no.
you did.
He was a psychic guy. I was mixing up with the college professor guy.
No, this is the psychic guy.
Oh yeah,
I
Big Pappy shot on you.
his
Yes.
avatar, but yes. Were you actually saying that in character?
No, not just his avatar. His avatar first, and then Lucas paralyzed him and locked him down. Oh yeah, but then Big Pappy got
That's
control.
right.
Yeah, no, I will reach into my bag and I will pull out the wand of paralysis. Really? What can you really do, my guy? I'm not attuned to it, but I still have it.
He gets visibly nervous when he sees that wand. He's like, I know you don't owe me anything. I know that. Would it be so hard to believe if I said I wanted to turn over a new leaf? Possibly try my best to be a contributing member of society? Would that be impossible for you to accept?
Yeah, because I talked to your dad. He didn't really like you either.
Well, to be fair, we are in a city that he cannot lie.
Yeah, I understand that, but like,
you are correct.
I am also not lying. I talked to your father. He was also disappointed at you. I don't think you
Delrand himself is a disappointment.
Well, yeah, I told him that myself because he raised you.
Again, as you say, I cannot lie here.
I'm still
Perhaps a
not
little
seeing you
trek through hell
worth.
is all I needed. My power, my might, my aid in your battle. Is that not enough?
Probably not, because we've been struggling with the fight that we've been having, and we made short work of you. So, what are you bringing to the table?
There are those who are still loyal to me. If I were to be brought back, perhaps their obedience could be assured. They could aid you in this fight as well.
How many people were talking?
How many did you leave alive after my fall?
I think the only person we killed was you and your direct underlings. The rest
And
were
all of
probably
them.
imprisoned. As far as I know. Lucas, you know anybody that we've... I don't think we did a mass genocide.
His whole thing was he just scared everybody into submission. So, who knows how many people were actually allied with him, and who knows who was just reacting in panic.
That's true.
Make an insight check.
I don't know, but I'm terrible at this. 10. It was almost a 19. I was about to say, Bond, you're not advantage on everything today, but you don't even need it.
Yeah. He's Bond, he's grasping. Maybe he believes that he can help you guys. In fact, he probably does. But really he just wants out of here.
You know what you remind me of, Kaleem? Somebody that peaked in high school and is trying to think that you're still in that same physicality. You're not the big jock on the football team anymore. You're just balding with a beard cut. and you need to go home and just drink your beer, watch daytime television, get out of other people's face. You are a has-been, a nobody, not even somebody that amounted to anything, just somebody that gets to live in their own disappointment for the rest of their lives. And we are still in the realm of truth, so none of that was a lie.
Emotional.
I feel like I'm talking to my dad. Good lord.
He says to
I almost
you,
started crying.
I didn't understand most of that, but definitely near the end, yes, I understood that loud and clear. The very least, I could take a few of them down. He's desperate.
I just don't even see him being worth the time that we would have to invest into him to put him into place.
Yeah, that's a lot. Resurrecting somebody is.
Do we
not
really
easy.
do? No, we have wish. It's not hard. To
Again,
resurrect this guy. I could do it
you
in the
don't-
blink of an eye.
You don't have to. This is just an optional thing that I had planned for the first time you ever went to Sigil.
Would you be willing to sign a slave contract?
We gotta go through all that just to get him.
That sounds like a lot of
Would you be
work
willing?
just to have to deal with more work with him.
We would own him, and he could use all his psychic stuff on other people.
I want to be clear, we were a lot weaker when we shut him down.
I think we were like what, level 7?
You were level
Right.
10 whenever you
Yeah,
fought him for the
okay,
last time.
like-
Oh
Yeah.
crap! What level would he come back at?
How he
The
was when you
same.
fought him.
Like, we're
Oh,
double.
man.
We're double his power now.
I'm going to be honest.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
fine.
a medium-sized fish in a small pond that we have outgrown significantly. There's
that's
no
fair.
reason to
He
bring
seemed
that
so
back
much
in.
scarier back then.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Get me my tea? Like, come on.
Oh.
Let's get what we came here to do, Lucas. We might swing back around.
Kaleem, maybe one day you'll be worth our time. That day is not today. And then I'm ready to go get our potions.
Let's do that, and let's get out of here, and let's go to at least a little bit of this dungeon.
Okay. Yeah, so again, Marte, what spell were
Yes.
you wanting? Because like right here, probably just name it when you come here as far as like what spell you're wanting to find a scroll of.
Well, I wasn't 100% sure. That's why I was asking for input. I want something that has team utility.
Yeah, I was about to say, Lucas was looking, or
And I
He's strong with-
specialize in sorcerers and wizards and fighters, so I don't know the other spells that well.
It's always
Oh.
power
are we
word
talking a
heal.
high level spell? Like, what are we thinking?
Like I can get literally anything. It would be
Yeah.
ideal if it wasn't 9th level, but I can. Also, I can't afford 9th level. I can't really afford anything, but we've got bonds, so I'm not too worried about it.
Well, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to do straight damage, crowd control, healing? Move people? Like, it's not even
don't
a high level
really
spell,
think-
but like,
Yeah.
what is it? What is it? Scatter, shatter? That just moves everybody on the field. I think that's a wizard spell, though.
Yeah, that's a wizard
Oh.
spell.
Welcome back, Lee.
But, so I'm open for options. I think crowd control is probably what we've been lacking the most of, because we have damage. So we just need to keep people in place. They've been jumping on everybody and
Well,
causing
let
us
me put
issues.
it this way: we've had it a couple times, and I'll be honest, just for me to put this out there, you have a lot of dex-based spells, right? A lot of your saves are dex-based. Anything that's aside from that, or I mean, we've been in fights, and you're just like, well, I don't have anything I can use for these guys because they're all like super high dex saves or whatever. Like, what would be good to have in those moments, right? Something that can like buff other people, just do some damage, or I find, to be honest, just being able to shut other people down, like with a dominator, paralyze, comes in extremely handy.
You don't have to even have to decide right now necessarily. You can come back to it and just retroactively say that you got the scroll if you want to just do that.
You know, it would probably be really good for something to maybe get you out of the fray, because sometimes you'll get caught up in it, and something like Blink or something good, which Blink
I already
is
have
a
that.
okay,
I already
well,
have Blink. I have etherealness.
yeah,
I
it's
have
gonna get
those.
you maybe when you're in a bad spot out of a bad spot.
Well, to be honest, I think probably the best spell for that is what I suggest. Well, it's Shatter, I think it is, because you can move like 6 targets, including yourself, and you can teleport them all around on the battlefield. It's something I've looked at, but it's a wizard spell. So it's like I just cast this, and not only do I get out of a bad spot, I can move
Look.
all the teammates around.
I believe that one's called Scatter. Let me
Is
check.
it It's either Scatter or Shatter, one of those two.
No, Shatter's
who's
the
having-
second level.
Who's
What were you
having
saying,
the
Lee?
hardest, who's having the hardest time with survivability? 'Cause now there's a manual of bodily health that can be used for that. If someone just has a stupid low health, or is having trouble staying concentrated on spells. I don't know what everyone's combo is.
I'm usually alright because I'm usually far and away with duplicates or I'm on another plane, so I've got some decent survivability. Anyway, well, he debates what spells that might be good. Unless anybody has any suggestions, I don't know what. I'm just looking for a few particular
This
items.
is an interesting one. Reality break.
I think I've heard of that one.
I have not.
I try to link it in chat, but it won't let me.
Is there a place that sells just thrown weapons? Like, I'd like a really powerful thrown weapon, because I am an Eldritch Knight fighter.
Wait, what the?
Let's
That's
see.
really nice.
What?
I'm looking at to see if there's any like thrown weapons.
It's also a wizard spell, so I mean, you could pick it up.
I actually really like that spell.
Oh,
That's a nice
reality
spell.
break.
Reality
Yeah.
break?
The thing is, it has to be something that's not available for my spell list for me to use. The
But you
item
could
that I'm
still
using.
always just
I
get
can
that
field the
scroll
pickles.
and add it to your spell list.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
Yeah, that
I'll
is
tell
true.
you. If one spell doesn't work well for it, see what you might be able to make for like a combo. So like you have
Excuse me.
Force Cage, or at least Force Wall. So what is it? Blade of Destruction that can actually just sit there and like as a bonus action attack twice, but it can also cut through the Force Cage.
That's also another thing, man, is you have nothing for your bonus action.
Mhm.
You're losing so much action economy by having nothing for your bonus action.
Dude, Blade of Destruction or whatever it's called, like that is a nasty one. And then you get to just attack as a bonus action, still have your action for spells because it doesn't require
And if it's-
concentration either. I think.
I mean, if it's not even and if it doesn't require a saving throw, that's pure damage. That's without even just an attack roll. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm just
What
saying
level is Blade of Destruction?
it's 9th level. It's a super high level spell, but it is also
okay.
extremely dangerous. And it's one of those like if you trap a target inside of a force cage, it straight up says in the spell's description it cuts right through a force cage. Like it will kill the things inside the force cage, but not destroy the force cage.
That's pretty cool.
here's something you definitely want to have. Holy Aura. It's an 8th level spell. I can't even drop it. It's a
I'm
cleric
looking it
spell.
up. 5e.
Alright, hey, Gavin,
Not
while
half
looking up
fine.
this stuff, I'm looking
Yeah,
for
alright.
2 things that I need here. I
Okay.
need where is it's not even that expensive for the first thing. But the thing that helps against petrification, because I'm out of it, Willow Shade Oil.
Oh yeah, Willow Shade Oil.
It
So I'm just gonna say this: when you come here, you're gonna be able to find most general things. The only things you won't be able to find are like things that are like highly specialized and obviously like one-off things that there's only one of. Probably won't be able to find anything like that here, but
Willow Shade oil is about 30 gold a pop. So can I find some? I would get like 4 of them if I could.
yeah, you'd be able to find that.
Alright, I'll put down 4.
So 120
that's
gold.
120 gold. I will
What do you need that
subtract
for?
The Willow Shade oil works by itself. It's not even a component.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a component.
No, that one is because it's so cheap and easy. You don't even need to make it. But it just you got to have it in the moment. If somebody is starting to become petrified, if I can get that on them within a minute of it happening, it removes the petrification. I just didn't like the fact that we didn't have anything against petrification since we dealt with the Medusa chicks.
Yeah, yeah.
Minus 120, and then 6075. The other thing might be a little bit more rare, but I would like to see if I could find some testicles of monstrosities.
What do you use this to make?
Potions of heroism. And I'll tell you right now, this is one of those things where you keep telling me the price doesn't make sense because the components are more expensive than the potion itself. Per the guide, one component of this is supposed to be 750 gold because it's a very rare item.
Yeah, and a potion of heroism is only supposed to cost about 500.
Yep.
So, we'll say that a monstrosity testicle will cost you 160 gold.
How many of them can I find? What's it going to cost to give me a bag of mixed nuts?
Why is this not rolling? There we go. Okay. You can find 2 of them.
And you said it's 160 a pop?
Yep.
That's 2, that's 320. I'll take both.
Alright. And as far as you, Lee, I don't know if you saw what I linked. There's a Storm Thrower Harpoon and a Thorn Piercer Dagger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that you had thrown something out there. Cool.
They're a little on the expensive side, but if you can afford them.
15,000? I definitely cannot. I have 7,000.
They're legendary items. Let's see if I can throw something out here that's like a very rare.
Hey,
A little
again,
more affordable.
what's
up?
I
have
other legendary items we can trade off if there's something that you guys just really, really want.
I was also going to also mention, I forgot to ask, like, does anybody have any cool throwing weapons that they're just like, I don't throw weapons. What do I need that for? You know, like or a cool, like, javelin, spear, trident, anything that's a throwable weapon, even daggers. Like a cool dagger.
Hold on. I've got a Frostbound Glaive. That's not really a throwing item. Volt Gauntlet? What do Volt Gauntlets do? Oh, it's unarmed strikes.
Say those are some of the things you're able to find for now.
Okay, cool.
Also, Marte, were you interested in that scroll for that like 1 9th level wizard spell?
The reality break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see what the cost of one of those scrolls is.
It's at 8th level, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was 9th. Okay. Yeah, Scroll of Reality Break. Here it is. A Scroll of Reality Break. If I cut that in half, because that's how I price scrolls, it's actually more affordable than you would expect it to be. Especially for being an 8th level spell. That will run you 2,473 gold pieces for a Scroll of Reality Break.
Oban. Need 2,474 gold, please.
2,473.
73.
2,000. Make it 2,400, and we make it even. And so
Sure,
have a deal.
for easier to remember number, that's fine.
2,400. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna subtract that from my inventory. The thing is this.
There you go.
Yay.
And how much do I need to pay to learn that?
Well, it is an 8th level spell.
50 gold per level.
It's 50 gold per level. That's
Yep.
400 gold.
And it takes a number of hours equal to the spell level, right?
I'll give him 400 gold. No, yeah. Equal hours, yeah. So 8 hours to learn it.
Thank you for the 400 gold. I will
Yeah.
pay you back however I can.
What exactly does Reality Break do again?
It breaks reality.
I've never even heard of this spell.
Yeah, this is actually my first time hearing of it as well.
I just saw it. I was like, that's kind of cool. And it's a wisdom save. Not many people have great wisdom.
Yeah, no, that is useful.
So here's the only other thing before I pop your bubble. It's an 8th level spell. Is it? And it seems like it's one of those that's all or nothing. Does it do damage if they fail?
No, it's not a damage base.
So the
Well,
problem,
it does, depending on some effects.
Yeah, has a effect variating. Enabled a load module.
You just got to keep in mind, like, when are you going to use an 8th level spell? Is it just for boss fights? Because a lot of times if it's a boss fight, he'll pop legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Unless you got a way to be able to burn through those and then use it, you're just burning an 8th level spell just to get it, shut down. I'm not saying that you can't burn through the legendary resistances first, but like that you just gotta take that into account for strategy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I got what I need. Is there anybody else need anything to get while we're here?
I mean, when you're somewhere that you can get practically anything,
Oh, how am I doing on slaying bullets?
I mean, we know we're gonna go fight some type of divine beast that's a scorpion. If you guys want to look into something that is like good specifically against that.
well, his creature type is monstrosity, so you would know what the creature type is.
Which means make
Um,
sure when we kill him that you castrate him, because then I can make more potions.
So he's considered a beast, or he's
A monstrosity.
How many slaying bullets can I get, Gavin, from here?
like, is he a
Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I just remembered a spell that might actually be helpful for that if you know what you're fighting. What is it? Sympathy? Antipathy? So that, like, if you pick a type of creature that they all have disadvantage against you?
Sounds like
Let's
protection
see.
from good and evil.
It's kind of like that, but
Well-
it says for an entire creature type, and, like, you can make it so that they won't even get within a certain range of you either.
Nice. So, let's see. For bullets of slaying, you know those are on the expensive side.
They're 5,000 apiece, I know.
Yeah. You
Did you
could
say
potentially, if you can,
500,000?
well, 5,000 apiece.
Oh,
But-
okay. There's a 500,000. Jesus Christ.
So you could potentially buy as many as 7 of them if you could afford it.
Up by 2.
You'll buy 2. Okay.
Yeah.
It's 10,000 gold.
Yep. Brings me back up to 10.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Not that I want.
Anything anybody else wants, or otherwise I'm going to take us back to our reality. Going
We
once.
Oh,
still
what,
need
you're
to
gonna-
roll a mind break.
You're gonna leave Kaleem there? Shame.
Yeah.
Sorry, what you want, there, Crix?
What's that?
Sorry, I thought you were saying something that you wanted.
Mhm.
Do you see one of those items that you would like? One of those thrown weapons?
I mean, I kind of want the storm thrower, but it's 50,000, so I'm like, maybe I'll just kill some monsters and see if something drops, rather than blow 50,000.
We don't have to blow 50,000. Again, I've got some magic stuff that we could trade. I've got stuff I've literally been holding on to for forever today, man. Like, I'm not gonna be mad to like trying to hook you up. Like,
Okay,
I gave you the +3 all-purpose tool, like on a whim. Like, trust me, I'm more than happy to help out my allies here.
Okay, I don't want to be impulsive. Look at the item and see if you think it's worth it. Swapping some sort of
Which one was it?
legendary
The storm thrower harpoon?
item. Or harpoon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, hold on. There's also Molly stepped away, but Molly also has thrown weapons. Let me take a look at this.
Like if she has one that she doesn't use very often, that's up there.
Yeah, but hers might also be not as good.
Specifically, the reason I'm looking is because my offhand weapon that I would like pull out for ranged attacks does fire damage. It's a
Yeah, well, that's not going to do us a
hand
whole lot of
mortar.
good.
It's a hand mortar that does fire. So I'm like, I need something else.
So this is so above table. Do you attack once or twice in a turn?
Twice.
Does this come back to you?
Yeah, I'm an Eldritch Knight, so I can have it be one of my 2 weapons that would come back to me.
Okay.
Would that interest you?
What? Oh, I didn't see that pop up. Harpoon gun of Persona?
It would use Dex. That's the only thing.
Oh.
So you don't have to use the bonus action to bring it back. You can just insta pop it back to you and then attack with it again.
I think so. Let me look at my.
The Eldritch Knight thing, it still requires you to use your bonus action to pull it back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I decided not to be an Eldritch Knight as my character in your campaign, because I use my bonus action for other things. But it would still be a good thing. I mean, you can use it to pull people towards you. It does good damage.
Oh, the storm thrower harpoon.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the fact that it's got a +3 to attack, but like as far as the extra damage is not that much. Like it's got.
I mean, this 10.
Well, I mean,
Does
you do an extra D8 with it, which is okay. And
No,
then
the storm thrower harpoon can do 6d10 lightning damage.
one time, but I'm going to be honest, it's a low DC. It's a DC 16 Dex, and then like
good for clearing out ads and stuff, though.
sure, but it's also a one-time use, right, per day.
Per day, yeah.
So I mean, like you're not going to get a ton out of that particular ability. It's not bad. Well, let me see what else.
I could see using it literally every day, every long rest, chucking that thing once.
Give me a second, I'm looking at stuff.
So while we're kind of shopping around, I'm talking with Lucas and kind of throwing some ideas out here of what we could do next after this devastation. So a couple ideas was my one idea was talking to, or anybody who's there. I would say I would be talking to, anybody there and put in. We could go and talk to the Dragon King and see if he will be a double agent, so that way we have 2 double agents, and that way we have 1 double agent spying on the other double agent. Just an idea. interesting. I mean, he's a dragon. I figure they might accept it if if we can convince the Dragon King to even do that.
He is a metallic dragon. He is and he's also the last of his kind. He's a mithril dragon, and he's the last one left.
Exactly. So potentially could be a good ally for Dagathoth, and then he could promise him the underlings that he has because he is the Dragon King.
And I can't click on those items. It just says Foxy and then has Psionic Striker and Trident of Persona. But it
Who
doesn't let
was
me-
the one that was going to be
Oh, that's
threatened by
weird.
Neston?
It's in green instead of the normal like
Alright, well,
dragon symbol and then the writing.
maybe I didn't do it right. There we go.
Oh, there we go. There we go. What is this? My thing
Anyways.
just- I can't click on anything.
So my other thing is why don't we go ahead and tell the king that's threatened by Neston and like somehow make a deal with him. That way they can't even use that against us.
I mean, I'm
Maybe
for it.
load
It
back
seems
in,
like
click on anything.
What was that?
Oh, it just says you got disconnected.
Yeah, I'm trying to load back in because it wasn't letting me click on it. Like even that looked right, but I couldn't click on it. So I don't know. if
That's
something was
weird.
I mean,
bugging.
do you want me to just give you a quick reading of what it does? That way you can. have an
Yeah, while I'm
idea?
loading back in, you can just tell me what it does.
Let me pop back on over to Molly's thing. Give me a second. Alright, I gotta call this
Now, it
off
is
now.
a two-handed weapon, but you can also throw it, so I guess in that instance it doesn't really matter. But you would have to have two hands free to throw it.
So, Trident of Persona does 1d10 piercing and 3d4 thunder. Heavy reach down. This weapon will return to your hand when thrown. You cannot be forced to drop the trident when thrown. The weapon creates an explosion in a 30-foot radius centered on a target. All targets on that radius must make a DC 19 dexterity saving throw. On failure, they take 3d4 thunder damage. On a hit, the target automatically fails the save. When holding this weapon, you gain a 15-foot bonus to your movement speed and jump distance. Equipping this weapon reduces your fall damage by half. In addition, this weapon can shine dim light in a 15-foot radius. This weapon does not inflict its extra thunder damage when thrown.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a legendary weapon.
Yeah. I mean, if she's willing to part with it, I'd try using that in combat. Like mostly for this fight because I can't use my fire gun very well. I could at least use one of my attacks to throw that.
That might also be the same
So,
with Invernaro.
it's one of her attuned weapons, but she typically uses her Imawashiki, which is the samurai sword that lets her teleport around and like get a melee range of folks.
It's a naginata, so it's basically just a curved blade on the end of a long pole.
Yeah, that. And then the Psionic Striker that she's had for forever and hadn't used in a while. Let's see, Psionic Striker! 1d4 bludgeoning, 1d4 psychic, it's a light thrown weapon, and then immediately after you make a ranged attack with this weapon, it flies back to your hand. Not as epic as the other one, but you know, it's still a thrown weapon.
I know the trident was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, the Trident of Persona is pretty baller, so there's a fair chance she'd be willing to give it to you.
I mean, or even just borrow it for the fight. Like
Yeah.
if she wanted it back afterwards, I wouldn't even be mad. It's I just don't want to be stuck at range and then pulling a fire gun against a fire beast.
Yeah, we
Or her Imawashiki can let her teleport around, and it does slashing and psychic damage. It doesn't do fire.
Invernaro is probably
doesn't have
going
to
to
worry about
be
getting
immune to
close.
fire.
Yeah, red dragons are immune to fire.
I mean, that makes sense.
Hey, that's a lot of fire resistant potions if we kill him.
Who are we taking on first? Are we taking on Molly's foe, the dragon, or are we just going after the chaos, or not chaos,
Well, we've got a
Devastation.
set timeline on the Scorpion for the Chaos thing. That thing's going to be popping up in 3 days,
So,
which is why we're doing the shopping
Scorpion
stuff today.
first. Scorpion first, then we're going to need more fire resistance so we can go after the dragon.
I mean, we can. So,
Excuse me, right.
We're not sure what we're gonna do next. But yeah, no, my idea for telling the king that Neston's the one, and then making some type of deal with him, that way they can't use that information on us.
But so just beat him to the punch and tell him first.
Exactly.
I don't think we're going to be able to ignore that, because, again, if it's a bargaining chip used against us, if we've got that information, then let's get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, anything else anybody wants to get? Otherwise, all aboard the plane.
I think we're on our way back.
Thing.
Let's go. I'm ready to go to this.
I will
devastation beast.
bust out my tuning fork, I guess, to the regular planes, and I also focus on the bit of scrap wood, whatever it is, that gets us back to the very scary Larry's Apothecary. And zoom, we teleport back.
I think that's one of my favorite shops I've made.
It's mine for this campaign, without a doubt. So,
All right, so you teleport back, and you literally appear right in the apothecary, and he just stands up. Oh, my best friends, it's so good to see all of you. You've been around, I can tell. It's so good to see all of you. Do you wanna shop around or just hang out?
I don't think you've gotten anything since the last time we were here, have you, Larry?
No.
Good talk.
Yeah, Larry.
He says, always remember the most important goods are the friends you make along the way.
Yeah, man. Of course.
Larry, if I could, I would have invited you to my wedding, man.
You should hire him as an underling at my keep.
What
It's
is an
one of your-
underling at your keep? It sounds like such a great job description. Hey, you want to be an underling? Oh, man.
Well, okay, apprentice, Mr. Expertise, potion maker.
We'll figure that out in the future.
Just to tell you how he's looking at all of you.
Yeah, Larry, I'll walk out.
Hey,
Get
hey
it.
Bon,
Yeah, get it.
since you've got a few, and I probably made this and gave it to you, can I get a potion of watchful rest? I'm going to be doing some work this evening.
Of course. Here you go. Here's one of my 6.
If anybody else has anything cool, Lucas has said I'm going to go and make this stuff and get these potions distributed. So I know I can make 2 potions of heroism. I know Molly wanted one. Who wanted the other one?
I already have one.
Heroism for an hour. You got plus D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws. I mean,
If no one's going to call it, I will take it because, I mean, having the blessed effect would just be a boon.
yeah, I mean, it's nothing but positivity. I mean, whether you're using for attack rolls or saving throws, man, it's still good.
Yep.
Done. Go and put a potion of heroism in your inventory. It won't be done and ready until the morning, but you can go and put it in your inventory.
Okay. And you guys just let me know what you're doing for the night, and whenever you want to take off for the dungeon. Now, you are going to meet up, unless you want him to stay here. I don't know if you want to take the Pirate King to the dungeon with you or not, but he wanted to
Hey,
go.
If you want to, I don't know if you want to put it in their inventory, put it in your notes. Both of the NPCs that are rolling with us are going to have a potion of fire resistance, because I've got one that I gave to one of them, and I'm making the other this evening.
So you are taking Connor,
Who was Connor?
the Pirate King.
The Pirate King.
Oh! Yeah, he seemed like a cool guy. Unless anybody else has an issue with it.
Nah, no.
I forgot to grab a portrait for him, so I'm just going to
Hey, what? I'm
let
gonna
you
be honest,
imagine him.
I've been just trying to give away shit all day today. What kind of guy is the Pirate King? Like, what does he rock? Like, the inventory?
He a great sword is what he carries. He's you don't really know what he is, but he has like a maroon colored like pirate coat. He wears a bandana and a pirate hat. He keeps a great sword across his back. He's got a very long like twirly mustache. He's got like, as you imagine, he has you can't really see it, but he has like a sleeve tattoo that kind of goes onto his chest a little bit that has like a flame kind of motif. Wearing like black pants, boots. Has a lot of piercings on his nose and ears.
I was
Human.
cool. I guess I was just trying to be like, yeah, but what class is he? Yeah, like, okay. I will ask him. Hey Connor, I've got a lot of gear. Is there anything in particular you feel might be, a pretty strong, something that you might be lacking in on firepower that might be good for you? The particular weapons, armor style, magic thing?
He says, well, I primarily fight using pact magic. You have anything that works with that?
Hammer?
I have a contract with a kraken. Grants me some of my powers.
You and Raven would get along very well.
Oh,
Yeah, so would,
who was Raven?
Do what?
Who was Raven?
Raven was the captain of my ship before I became captain.
And who did she serve?
Oh,
She didn't know. She served
that's
the
bad.
opposite of the Kraken.
They hated each other.
Yeah, no, she's more sea loving. I forget.
Didn't they? Gavin, I can't remember. Did the Kraken and the world-eating snake not like each other?
One specific kraken and the world serpent did not like each other.
I don't know. Y'all might have not have gotten old. Y'all might have butt heads. She followed the world serpent.
You see the color immediately drain out of his face. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't follow I follow the angel of death, but yeah. And then she no longer followed the world serpent. She was weird. She like.
My
guess,
patron goes by many names.
Okay.
The Devourer, the Infinite One.
Oh. Yeah, no. Well, you don't have to worry about Raven. She's dead.
The World Serpent is my patron's mortal enemy.
Oh, well, she's dead. Like I said. Sorry, I totally forgot. I don't know how these water things go. Like I said, angel of death.
He says, I will hold my tongue because I like you, and I don't wish to dishonor the memory of your friend.
Yes, yeah, no. It's fine. I don't get into the seafaring gods, so you're good.
Yeah, no, there's this one particular kraken in the lore of 5e that's like, because krakens don't ever stop growing, right? And the kraken that is actually pretty common for this sort of a patronage is like the oldest living kraken. Now, considering that krakens never stop growing, you can imagine how big they would have to be.
Imagine if Brandon was still playing Raven and the Kraken was still her. Or not the Kraken, but the World Serpent was still her patron. Oh god.
Yeah, no, the Infinite One and the World Serpent do not like each other. Not in the slightest.
Fun, just good.
And I will add, typically the Infinite One is viewed as the evil one in that dynamic between the two.
Sure. Bond doesn't care.
No. But again, I've always found characters that follow evil deities or patrons but aren't necessarily evil themselves to be very interesting and have a lot of nuance.
Oh yeah.
So, but alright. So you So you go about, and what did you make, Lucas?
For the potions, I made a potion of fire resistance. So there's one potion of fire resistance for each of the NPCs, and then I made a potion of heroism. One went to Crixus, and one went to Molly.
Okay. So, the morning arrives, and he actually meets you. And by the way, I actually pulled this name from something else.
Oh,
The tavern that you would likely have stayed at is actually called the Distilled Wench. Yep, that's what it was called. And it was literally in just a ramshackle wooden building built on stilts over the ocean.
Hey, real quick, Gavin, before we get into it, is the plan that we're going to go and deal with this thing today, like the following day after we do the shopping and all that?
I assumed so. That after this next rest you were going to, unless you want to take another day, but that would be your last day.
No, the thing is just proper preparation. So, I've got my 9th level spell back. I'm going to go back and make sure I do the foresight thing with Bond, so he's got all the advantages for this day.
Okay.
And then Anon.
For half of the day, the first half of the day.
Yeah, and Anon, if you want to set us up with
Heroes Feast.
Heroes Feast.
Yep, I will do that.
Phenomenal.
Now, keep in mind, this is a dungeon that's going to take a while. There's a chance that foresight could wear off before you get to the end of it. Just so you know.
I mean, I just got my 9th level spell slot back. I make it so that it lasts throughout as much of the next day. So, I mean...
It lasts for 16 hours, so for his rest, and then 8 hours into the day.
Okay, I mean...
So.
Okay, doke.
All right. You awake, and Connor Blaze meets all of you, and he has sort of an ensemble with him that accompanies him, which he dismisses whenever he sees all of you. He says, "That'll be all, gentlemen. Man the fort while I'm gone. Be on the lookout ever for raiders, and you will see me soon." So they all, like... put their hand. They don't do like a Dark Sun's salute, but it actually, you notice it is a little similar. So there might be something there. And you make your way through the jungle. He sort of leads the way, and you're heading straight towards the volcano. And as you start getting closer, you notice the occasional like raptor that, since they're intelligent, they run off and don't actually try to attack you. But there are dinosaurs here, as you've come to learn. You make your way, see a few very large sets of footprints, but you go the other way. And eventually after crossing a couple of... unless you don't go the other way, do you want to fight a T-Rex?
I mean...
I saw Nick, you gave me a look when I said you went the other way. Did you want to do something different?
I think your points a day is fine.
I'm just curious. Well, no, they're... Nick, how religious are you?
Is it Angel of Death?
Yeah.
Say pretty religious. Why?
You don't want to fight a T-Rex. You know that the Angel of Death's prized pet was a T-Rex named Jumbaloo.
That's right. Yeah, no, Bond would want to go tame
And it's
a T-Rex.
it's actually interesting too, because certain deities have lists of like favored creatures. The T-Rex is actually a favored creature of the Angel of Death. So
I won't want to fight really any dinosaur.
yeah, if you can look up literally any deity, and they've got a list of favored creatures that
I'm assuming the Angel of Death is dinosaurs.
that's one of them. Yes.
Nightmares, raptors, and T-Rexes are up there for the Angel of Death.
Yeah, no. Going and taming one is a different story.
So what would you like to eat? The souls of my enemies and the ashes of burned cities.
I remember that.
That was a reference to the first campaign, Lee, and they had a nightmare that they tamed, and they were just trying to figure out what it ate. And it was like, what would you like to eat? Souls! And like, I didn't skip a beat when they asked.
Yeah, I ain't got any of that. I got some cupcakes.
These cupcakes are spiced with souls. Delicious souls. Here, try it.
Then, like, he
Oh.
said that he wanted his food seasoned with the ashes of burning kingdoms.
Thinking if Bond was there, he would have just gave him like a soul token as a sugar cube.
All right, I'm gonna share a thing. You eventually reach the mouth of this volcano, and you actually have to cross a couple like streams of lava to get there, because this is an active volcano that is actively erupting. Because again, Parthog is he's awakened right now.
I will lead the path because I can walk on lava.
Well, right now, it's just water that you're dealing with,
Okay.
but layers. Let me exit mask mode.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on.
I
Layers.
opened up Parthog's lair and
mask
I just
mode.
got a just straight up like zoomed in picture of a knot.
That's kind of weird.
Layer.
I think it's because you're the only character that was on the map.
It hits point maximum. Oh yeah, my hit points increased by 2d.
Oh, hey, do we need to do a recalculation of everybody's hit points since we did a new Heroes Feast?
Yes, you do. I'm trying to figure out how to do something that I've always known how to do, but now whatever. All right. Let me drag you guys over here. Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll get the map set up.
2d10.
Yeah, it's your spell. Roll it there, Nod.
All right.
11, not bad. So my pre-feast health is 176, so that puts me at 187.
Did y'all update my maximum health?
Oh, it's actually 1 hit point higher than what it was last time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
187.
So how's my max HP same as my max HP when I was level 18?
You haven't
Shouldn't be.
updated your HP.
You've just rolled the average, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I can always calculate it.
Sorry.
Okay.
It might be. I don't know. It might be 142.
Let's see. So your constitution is it's just like 14, right? Yeah, 14.
And then I have a feat. I picked up a feat that gave me proficiency in Constitution. I don't know if that matters.
Yes, resilient. But that
yeah.
doesn't matter when calculating hit points. So at first level, you took a rogue. You took rogue for first level, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your saving throw proficiencies are dexterity and intelligence. So starting HP is 8 plus 2, so that's 10. 10 plus, you have 13 levels in rogue, so that's going to be 10 plus 12 times 7. So 94 hit points from rogue, plus then d10, 6, 8, 6 times 8. No, 142 should be it.
Cool. Sweet. I had it right. I just didn't change the level then. Okay, cool.
So, can as we're walking along up to this thing, can I just do a quick thing? I just want to remind everybody here of the just amazing amount of growth that we've had. Like, we had to go and deal with Kaleem. We literally let him know how much of just a dirty piece of shit that he is, because he's not even worth our time. And we have grown beyond that. And everyone can have 26 temporary hit points for my inspiring speech.
There you go.
Which it works out because
Right.
it's from a charisma modifier, which is 7 people, and that includes both of our NPCs.
Is that 20, right?
So now I've got
26.
37 temp
26 temporary hit points.
So
plus
as
the 11
you're
from Heroes Feast.
Well, no, you can't have temporary hit points stacked, so it's just the 26.
Yeah, but
Just-
you get the
Mine's
the-
higher than the
Hero's
Hero's Feast for your temporary hit points, but Hero's Feast raises your maximum regular hit points.
Raises your max, so you still get to add it.
Yeah, so you get your maximum regular hit points goes up by 11, and then you get 26 temporary hit points on top of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'd have to change your max hit points, not your
And put a note of what they were before in your notes tab. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
You might already have a note. I think we did that before.
Yeah, I've got it written up on the whiteboard over here.
What are we adding to the max health?
11 to your max health, and then 26 temporary hit points.
11. Okay.
And then make sure you write down what your actual max health is, because when the Hero's Feast wears off, that goes back to what it was before. So make sure you have it written down somewhere what it goes back down to.
I have that written under my notes.
Perfect.
Yep. All right. I'm a beefy boy.
Let's see, have a look at it on the beat. Oh, yeah, dude. 208 with 26 hit. Oh, yeah, you beefy. You a beefy boy, all right.
Until something hits me for like, 12d8 damage or some shit.
Yeah, well, this thing apparently has a fucking fire laser beam, so be ready for that.
Hopefully I will be.
I hope it hits me with that because it's dex based, and I'm just gonna be like.
Everything we found out from this thing, it does fire and poison, and we're immune to poison now thanks to a nod. So now it's just dealing with all that fire. Goodness.
Isn't one of the abilities a wish you can be immune to an element?
If only.
I thought it was.
Well, it's not immunity, it's resistance. And yes, you can wish that, but it comes with the full risk of never being able to use wish again.
I mean, I'll wish that for us if that's something they really want. But I don't think we need it.
What do they want?
No, we don't need
Did
it.
he wish for?
Permanent resistance to something.
So we're gonna do one little thing, and then we're gonna reconvene the dungeon next session. But we got one thing planned that I wanted to get around to once you guys made it to the dungeon.
Hey, Gab, can you do a quick favor? Can you throw on 26 temporary hit points to both the NPCs?
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on, freaking cat.
Gracias.
They've been able to benefit from the Hero's Feast too, or?
Oh, yeah. Not let me pull up their character sheet.
Yeah, they would.
Oh yeah, they would have.
They get,
so let me put it in the notes.
11 extra hit points. Oh damn, that means your girlfriend's also gonna be kind of beefy there, Bond.
So I gotta know, as the DM, does Bond actually like her, or does he just think she's hot? Or does he not know yet?
He had his sights on the queen, but then she's also got power. So like, he's obviously thinking in future. So he's thinking about it. He's coming around to the idea.
How much does the max HP go up by?
11.
11? Okay. So she would be at 194 because I actually didn't lower it down from the last time. She's beefy, and he goes up to 182.
Somewhere in another plane in the divine realm, Shizuki feels a little proud of Bond. Like, yeah, he only bangs the hot chicks in power. Like, if they could do something for him in the future.
Oh.
No, she definitely has power and influence. That's for sure.
Exactly.
So, as you approach this, who's leading the pack? Who's up front?
You said so much of magma stuff, right?
At some point, but who's in the lead?
Oh man, I was there checking for traps.
I'm not too worried about the traps and the heat, but I can't see for shit. So, I think me and Bond would probably take point, unless I'm mistaken.
So which of the two? I need to know who's in the lead.
I mean, if it's like keeping an eye out for stuff as we go in, I mean, what do you think, Don? Would that be you? Or would that be me?
I think that'd be me.
Alright.
Okay. Bon, what's your perception?
My passive perception would be 19 plus 5 because I have advantage on it right now.
So 24. Okay, so that's actually kind of funny. So with you leading the pack, as you walk in, you see what looks to be almost like this snake-like creature, like on the wall, and it's like trying to be stealthy. You catch a glint of the light that touches it, and it's like blue. But you notice that whenever you see it, it's actually not a snake, because you notice there's 2 sets of 4 legs on each side for 8 legs total on this like snake-like looking creature, and it has what looks to be almost like some cloth, maybe a robe that's like bunched up and wrapped around its head like a bandana, and it's carrying what looks to be a sword that's a little too, well, I won't say a little too big for it because it's still kind of big. This is still a medium creature, but barely so. And you just see it, you hear like a chuckle, like as it's like slithering along the wall in your direction, thinking you don't see it.
So I'm gonna have my rifle, yeah, obviously in my hands, and like without just like watching it walk up as it gets a certain tune, I just kind of turn to it real quick and fire a shot off at it.
Like trying to actually hit it?
Well, yeah.
You give it a warning shot.
Yeah, sure, I'll do a warning shot.
Okay. So the shot bounces against the cave wall and like crumbles it, and you hear him go, as this snake-like thing drops from the ceiling in front of you. He gets up, dusts himself off, takes the sword, and says, "I am Furzin the Terrible. I will be your doom. You are not welcome here." As he pulls out the sword, and as he does so, he goes like that, and it changes from fire to ice, and he holds it to his side, and he's like, "Now back away, slowly. I will not let you pass." For those who don't know what this is a Bahir. And not just that, this is a smaller Bahir, likely a child.
With diabetes.
I was about to blow this motherfucker's head off. I was literally about to blow this motherfucker's head off.
Likely a child. So, what do you mean with diabetes?
You never seen South Park for this?
Have you seen? Okay, I see what you mean. I wasn't going for Cartman. All right.
No, there's the kid with diabetes on South Park, and he's like, "It's always talking like this because his tongue is swollen."
Oh, okay. So he stands up to all of you, and I went ahead. I literally just added him to the combat tracker. And he says, "None of you shall pass forward. Now back away now." And he holds the sword out, pointing directly at you.
Start laughing and then throw a thing of malice at him.
Just get him a tear gas.
Yeah.
Tear gas the child.
Yes.
In all seriousness, though, like that weapon he's holding looks like it might actually be something pretty awesome. Where the hell he got it from, you have no idea. But yeah, he needs to make a con save right now, right?
Yeah, he needs to make a con save.
What was the DC? I rolled a
22.
17. Oh, that's right, because you made the malice?
Yeah. Any malice that he has, I've made, so it goes off of my spell DC now. So it's super high DC.
Your alchemy DC, but yeah, basically. Yeah, so okay, he fails. What does malice do again? As you choke out the child?
What? I gotta look it up unless you can pull up the form of bone.
Hold on, I can pull up the.
I got it.
In a second. Yeah, okay.
Become poisoned for. I can't see. And then he just starts screeching, but like loudly screeching, and then the screech starts echoing.
Oh fuck! I take the weapon away from him as he's blinded.
He also has like what looks to be like some kind of cloth that's like wrapped around his head that he was wearing, like using as like a makeshift bandana.
Do I successfully
crap.
take this weapon from him?
He's a protected class.
You do.
Yeah, and I just kind of throw it to Crixus.
Okay. Crixus, you get this.
Do I have? I think I have some rope. I just tie this guy up.
Okay. He says to you,
Wait. Okay. Hello, beautiful.
He said, "Come here, little mama. Let me whisper in your ear."
he says, "That was a cheap trick. You could have never beaten me in a fair fight. I am Furzin the Terrible, and you would have never had a chance against me." He still has this little bandana on his head that he seems very protective of as he like tries to bury his head like underneath himself, and this is still a serpentine like being, so he's like tying himself in a knot in the process.
If you don't want to die, stay still, and I take the bandana off his head.
As you take it off, you realize it's not actually a bandana, and it's just kind of a robe that he found that he wrapped around his head, and he was just like wearing it as like a makeshift headgear.
I examine the robe. I'm like, "Anon, here you go." I toss it back to him.
Can I go ahead and add that item to my inventory?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
This is my new favorite items.
What's in this dungeon if you want your life?
He says to you, "Your death and destruction and inevitable pain."
Got my regular bad news rifle and pointed it against
What?
his head. Tell me.
He says, "More Behirs! More Behirs! A phoenix! Water leviathan! A big scorpion!"
Well, we knew about the big scorpion. Thanks. Okay, sure.
Are those my robes that I've been waiting for?
Depends if you want them to be.
Those are some fucking baller robes, my dude.
How did you get all these items?
I found them. They're mine.
Not
I demand you
anymore.
give them back.
No.
Yeah, this is my very favorite item.
Look, little guy, it's a tough world out there. Sorry. You're lucky. Is this guy gonna be following us the entire freaking time?
If
Well, you have
want
him tied
to.
up right now.
Yeah, I don't want him to. Oh, should I just keep him tied up? Then his death is almost inevitable.
Yeah,
I
I want those robes 100%.
That's all you, my man. I know you've been wanting some robes for a hot minute.
Yeah,
I've been begging for robes for a couple of years.
Maybe I should make him into a soul token.
I mean, I can just, get him out of here. What do you want, Bond? You
Get
want
him
a
out of my way.
guide? Do you want to?
Yes.
Do you want to
Oh,
just
okay.
have him leave?
How good of a guide would he really be?
You tell me what you want. We can make it happen.
You really, really want.
Yeah, sure, we can make him a guide. He's gonna be annoying though.
I'm just gonna lean in.
You release him?
Before that, we'll go spell wise on here. Hey, bud, what's your name?
Furzin the Terrible.
Listen, Mr. Terrible. Is there? I don't know. We're gonna hold on to your things right now, but I mean, I'd really like it if you could kind of help us get around here, and I think it would help you too. Look, I suggest you just kind of show us around so we can get you back to being able to get all your stuff and wherever else it is that we need to get around here. That way, we can give you back to what it is that you need, and you can help us out. And
Well, if you let me go right now, I think I might decide to let you live.
Hold on. I was also casting suggestion as I said that.
Oh! Okay, what kind of save is that?
It is...
No.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom, yeah, there you go.
Alright. Yeah, he's... How's a 3?
Yeah, no, that, So he's under that suggestion for the next 8 hours.
Okay, he's still gonna say it sort of the same way, but slightly modified.
Sure.
I'm gonna help all of you out, and I'm gonna serve as a guide. And
Hey,
I
man.
think I've decided to let you live.
It's your world. We're just playing a minor role in your starlight.
Yeah. Well, you should unhand me. Release me. He said unrelease. Unrelease me. Immediately. So,
Sure thing,
Okay.
Mr. Terrible.
So I flip my wrist as a dagger comes out of my wrist and cut his restraints.
he stands up, dusts himself off using his front legs as he sort of stands up and coils around into a circle, shakes himself off a little bit. Right this way. And as he walks, he just kind of sways back and forth. Furzin the terrible, Furzin the hero, Furzin, my name is Furzin. Might get a bullet afterward. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. So we will reconvene in 2 weeks. I've been looking forward to. I've been thinking about Furs and the Terrible for a little while now. I wanted to add some comic relief, so Behirs are some of my favorite creatures, and so I went with it.
No, he's priceless, as is my new item that I love.
You are quite welcome, as I clearly had you in mind when I designed that. Because literally the way I was thinking, it was like, okay, like his favorite thing is this like flaming sword. Well, he's about to go fight a flaming scorpion. I don't want his favorite thing to just be useless.
I was literally thinking about that. I have like a fire gun and a fire sword, and we're going up against a fire creature and then a fire dragon. Like, well, I just suck at life, apparently.
Yeah, so my idea was to give you something that can still be fiery, but you can also turn it into ice whenever the situation doesn't call for fire.
Nope, that's perfect.
Hey Gavin, I've got a question.
What's that?
What happened to the 7 deadly sins weapons? Or like
You don't know. They sort of faded into obscurity, but the relics of Genesis, it was sort of implied that they existed through all that time because they were destined to be wielded by the 7 deadly sins.
yeah.
They were semi-sentient items, while they couldn't necessarily talk and think. They had a will of their own, and their will was to be wielded by the 7 deadly sins. So if they don't want to be found by somebody else, chances are they're just not gonna be.
Oh, well.
Hey, what was the name of the Bahir?
What's that?
What was the name of the Bahir?
Furzin.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I didn't go far enough back. Furzin the Terrible.
Version of the Virgin.
Well, he's a child, so I would certainly hope so.
I'm thinking he's a teenager.
Really just brought in that reality. Well, he's a child.
He's a teenager.
How dare you, Nick?
He's like 19. That's what I'm thinking.
I
He's
mean,
been alive
granted,
for like a whole 11 hours, alright?
I mean, so do you guys know what Bahirs are?
No.
They're a race of serpentine monstrosities that were genetically engineered during the war between the dragons and the giants. They were actually bred to be dragon slayers. Behirs were, to the point where they even have a breath weapon of their own.
Hey, little
Nice.
shit. Is anything gonna be attracted by you screeching?
Yeah, an entire army of my brethren, ready to peel off your skin and pick the meat from your bones.
These robes fit quite nicely. Did you make these for a nod?
I did.
You keep on making threats like that, and you're never gonna get your stuff back.
You never had any stuff. What are you talking about?
He was just the delivery guy.
No, I had the idea of giving you guys these items, but I wanted you to feel bad about it because you're essentially just taking toys from a child.
Yeah, Bob doesn't feel bad about that.
We don't feel bad about this at all.
Nope.
I would kill this child if I saw these these robes.
Sacrifice this child.
But yeah, over the next couple of weeks, Marte, be looking at. So it's not even. I thought about making it evocation, but then it just kind of occurred to me like there's spells that do elemental damage that aren't evocation spells, like Ice Knife, for example, is conjuration, but yet it does cold damage. So it doesn't even have to be evocation. Just whatever type you pick when you attune to it. You can pick a spell, and as long as the spell by some means can do at least some bit of the damage that you picked, just add it to your spell list.
Okay.
Yeah, it raises your DC by one on that too. Yeah, that's.
Yes, that is good stuff.
I do
Attack
think
roll
that
and spell
even
save.
more so that these robes would be like an evocation wizard's dream, but they're really good for just like any wizard.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Gavin. So, I guess to go way off topic a little bit, in your backstory, could you add, like in your backstory in Lee's campaign, could you add that you had a friend named Messaphiel that lived in Waterdeep?
Sure. What's the nature of that?
So, you know,
That you had that friend, or I had that friend?
you had that friend.
Okay.
So, here's a little bit of the backstory.
Well,
Is that I guess y'all are, if y'all,
yeah, if y'all are done,
If y'all had
I'm
anything else.
kind of.
Yeah, I think we're done.
I got to teach
All right.
in the morning, so I'm going to bed.
Good night,
I
gentlemen.
got a long day too. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, glad you like the sword, man. Flambergs also are like historically are just a super cool weapon. Oh, hold on, can I nerd out on you real quick and let you know why I chose a Flamberg before you go away?
Yeah,
So
I know I've
Flambergs.
heard of a Flamberge, but